For real? Oh no. Let's go.
Boston
State of OH today. In Berkeley, California. You got it. This one's for three. AJ Hawk, $5,000. USA, USA, USA.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers.
You pink.
Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome. on this Feel Good Football Friday, August 7, 2026. This sports program begins now.
Football!
He is the absolute greatest. You absolutely nailed it. We hope you all enjoyed the hell out of the Hall of Fame game last night, where we got to witness maybe the best Hall of Fame game I've ever seen. Usually these Hall of Fame games from us, especially whenever we talk every single day about this beautiful league and wonderful sport, we always hype it up in a big way, and then normally about a drive or two in, we go, oh, this is pretty bad. We were watching UFL already a couple months ago. That feels like what we're doing. Yeah, right. Not last night. There was highlights all over the place. And don't look now. Carson Beck, this guy might be a first ballot Hall of Famer. That might not be his only visit to Canton,
Exactly.
Okay, if you were watching what he was doing last night. Now, Jacoby Brissett obviously just signed a new deal worth $15 or $16 million. Gardner Minshew is also over there. They spent a draft pick on Carson Beck, formerly of Georgia, where he won a national championship. Got some burn, actually, in the national championship against TCU in SoFi Stadium. Sliced and diced, was incredibly tall. Then he transfers over to Miami. There's a lot of conversation about what's going on outside of football field with Carson Beck, but he locks in with Coach Cristobal and the boys, goes all the way to the national championship. Now, he gets drafted to the Cardinals in the middle of a new head coach, new offensive system. Maybe a new storyline for the Arizona Cardinals is that they're not a bunch of cheapskates. Okay?
Yeah.
They're not a team that is literally running themselves like a bottom of the basement dwelling franchise in one of the most beautiful cities to ever be created, Phoenix, Arizona. The Bidwell leadership has now invested in a new practice facility. They got a new head coach that's supposedly an offensive wizard from the Los Angeles Rams, brother of LaFleur that leads the Packers. And we watched Carson Beck last night look like a pro. He's making checks at the line.
Yeah.
He's spinning it sidearm. We're talking different arm angles, and then his guys making plays for him. Now, all the stars for both of the teams were sitting on the sidelines, chewing on sunflower seeds and hanging out. But I think what we saw last night is that the depth of our sport, the depth of our league is certainly potentially higher than it's ever been. Because it wasn't just Carson Beck slicing and dicing all over the field, potentially being an all-pro in his first year under the LaFleur leadership in the toughest division in sport. Haynes King on the other side.
Dog.
I mean, Kenny Pickett, the guy who started for the Panthers, one glove last night.
Yep.
That feels like a big storyline nobody's really covering at this particular point. He was a two-glove guy. Then he said, boom, let me get to Michael Jackson with this thing. And he was spinning like he was Ben Roethlisberger back in the day.
Yeah.
I appreciate him doing that. Haynes King gets in, though, out of Georgia Tech. This guy almost won a Heisman. Okay? This guy went into like a 14-overtime game against Georgia, did his thing. This guy was a superstar leader. Whenever he did an interview on College Game Day, it was the best that we ever had. He was spending, having a good time talking, interview, saying to the boys, it's like, this guy seems like a great leader. How will he be in the NFL? I saw him miss a wide-open touchdown.
That's true.
Wide open touchdown. And I saw him look up to the football lords and just go, what is that? And I thought that was going to be the last I ever seen of Haynes King potentially in the NFL. Went into the halftime and go, all right, Haynes King was an incredible college football quarterback. I loved him. I appreciate him. That guy's not an NFL quarterback. You can't do that in that moment with who you are in that situation. Yeah, right. Second half, Haynes King runs absolutely wild. Had a 20-plus yard scamper at one point that certainly helped a lot of us that did the 80-plus yard points and quarterback rush yards. But he had some throws. That's a dime. That's an NFL throw. And then if you look at the way the boys rallied around him late to go get a dub, Haynes King's beloved down there in Carolina. This is to win the Hall of Fame game. 2 seconds left. What are you going to do with it? Oh, the same thing that you just thought about him in overtime against Georgia. He's going to run a couple people over and he's going to score a touchdown. Now, does any of this matter for either of these teams whenever we look ahead to the actual season? Who knows?
You're right.
Probably.
Who knows?
Not.
But there's a good chance that this moment right here in the middle of training camp is, first of all, awesome that this is happening. I'm excited that we got to experience this as football fans last night. But we can't overreact to one half a Hall of Fame game football. Okay? I tweeted that I will not. I typed out every one of these. This was not a copy-paste operation.
I love that you did that.
This was not a copy-paste operation. This was a type-out of every single one. Then I went back, had a couple typos because I was just speeding through, fixing. I was literally sitting in the moment going, I will not do that. Carson Beck's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Holy shit. Jacoby Brissett's going to be his backup. Jacoby Brissett is a great backup. He was a backup to Andrew Luck, but Andrew Luck, a professional. Carson Beck and LaFleur out there might not be ass. And whenever they showed the sidelines, like, is that Marvin Harrison right there? Yeah, he looks so cool in his sunglasses.
Yeah.
Is that Jeremiah Love right there? Is that McBride right there? He's a 99? And it's like, hold the phone.
Wait.
One half of football. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hard not to.
It was so hard not to, and that's what football is. Shout out to the Hall of Fame game. Shout out to these lads having an incredible performance. This is obviously going to kick off a great weekend of celebrating some of the game's greatest of all time. Adam Vinatieri looked so cool last night. Big wave as he was walking out there.
Good.
Super jacked, by the way. Yeah, and he knew the angle. Go towards the camera. Let that thing, because he kind of Siciliano'd his body, let his bicep kind of get a good angle there. He looked great. Shout out to Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees, Luke Kuechly, and Roger Craig, who is obviously his reaction to getting told that he's going into the Hall of Fame was epic. But the lads going into the Hall this year are certainly worthy. They are certainly fantastic. And I'm happy that they got a chance to experience a little bit of love publicly last night, which will carry all the way through, hopefully the entire season, but definitely all the way to the Super Bowl, where there will be chit-chat at the NFL Honors. So congrats to these lads.
Way to go, boys.
Can't wait to celebrate this one right here. This little Italian kicker that got in the Hall of Fame. A lot of great stories coming out about him.
Yeah.
This is a lad of the lads right here. And I assume the other guys are as well. And I think I heard some stories of Luke Kuechly's teammates. I think D-Butt actually told a story about when Luke Kuechly got there to camp, first rounder, obviously out of Boston College. He had a bunch of tackles at Boston College, and he had glasses, and he literally just walked around, because I've seen this happen at the Pro Bowl when I did not know who he was.
Yeah.
I had no idea who he was. Walking with like his books like he's in school. He's got these glasses on. Basic ass white guy haircut.
Yeah.
This is standard.
Bland.
This is what was that thing they used to go into box and work out in? They go down to the box. Well, you remember they used to work out in boxes? It was a big thing. CrossFit. He looks like he's a nerd CrossFit white.
Yeah.
He's a little bit jacked, but he just looks like a white. There he is. Okay, he does CrossFit probably. He's in the box doing the entire thing. Watch out for the shoulders, obviously getting after it. That's how they described him walking around. And then all of a sudden, first game came with pads. It was a preseason game, and he just everywhere. They're like, holy hell, this is actually Clark Kent Superman type situation with this guy. Everybody that gets into the Hall of Fame are a different species. I mean that is just actually, and the fact that Drew Brees gets a chance to celebrate that, Larry Fitzgerald and Roger Craig as the old school representative, I'm excited for them to all enjoy it. And the Hall of Fame game was the best we've ever seen. So
Yeah, seriously.
is this going to be Gumpy, one half of the hammer,
Dahn.
Cowboys, Gumpy? Is this potentially going to be
the best season yet?
Perhaps.
And we also hammer
Dahn.
are our first NFL
Hell
bet
yeah.
of the season with DraftKings.
Boom, Haynes.
So if you are of age and agree to gamble responsibly and not like an asshole, you should come join us on DraftKings. If it's in all 50 states, as we put together our first really promoted, we like this one. Let everybody know we like it. It was minus 165. We did not go out on a huge limb, but it did look a little weak there for a while, especially as Kenny Pickett was just like, I'm not running out here. I'm a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, he was
Did not know that was going to be the thing. I thought we were potentially going to see a little bit of movement out of Kenny. I think he's pretty comfortable in his position over there. But we did think in the third and fourth quarters, these guys are going to be able to move a little bit. And Haynes King, fourth quarter, 26-yard scamper, that got us over the hump. And we are very, very thankful for that, because it did not look like it was going to be a 33-30 game with 63 points being put up on the board. No. It did not look like there was going to be a lot of movement from the quarterbacks. And then Haynes King, our Georgia Tech hero, actually gives us the crown.
Yeah,
so we thank the King. Thank you so much, Haynes King.
Thank you, King.
And also shout out to DraftKings for providing that as an opportunity. Let's continue to move. The Toxic Tables here at Boston Connor and Bone.
Hey, baby, Bone. How about it?
Hey, how about it?
Hey, baby, Bone.
How about it, Bone? Now, Bone, you got a White Sox hat on.
I do.
You got a Boston Red Sox hat on. I think we're fresh out of maybe the game of the season between the Red Sox and the White Sox. And obviously he's from Sandwich, Illinois, which I guess does make him a Chicago potential fan. He has a White Sox hat. I don't know if he's an actual fan or not. He might like Moonshot Ataka Murakami. How could you not? But the Boston Red Sox continue their dream in a massive game last night.
Yeah, unbelievable. They just swept their sixth team, first time ever, where it's 6 teams teams who lead their respective division. I mean, it was remarkable, but last night was kind of an amazing game. This is the story of it, and there's a bunch of them, but the main ones are 4-0 down, 5-2 down. Let's go all the way to that 7-5. Red Sox were down 7-5. That's in the 9th inning. Okay, 9th inning. Hey, this game's over. They're up by 2 runs. Not so fast, my friend. We scored 2.
Happy birthday, Coach Corso.
Happy birthday, Coach Corso. Now let's go to the 10th inning. They go down 9-7. Give up a 2-run home run. Okay, now this is going to end in 10. It's over. Nope. Sox come back, tie it. 9-9. Let's go to the 10th. 9-7. Yep. 11th. 10-9. 12th. 11-10. They were down essentially the whole game, especially in extra innings. And then, lo and behold, let's go to the best inning of all, the 13th. Bang! Durbinator up the middle to extend the streak to 8 games. I mean, this is amazing. Truly, I don't know how it has happened. They're 30-5 in their last 35 games. Like, how is that even real, to be completely honest? That is ridiculous. I feel honored to be able to just watch these games, even though it was blacked out in Indiana last night because it is the Chicago White Sox. So I was just
I've got an ESPN Plus.
Of course, and it's blacked out on ESPN Plus. But so I'm just kind of updating.
I thought that's where the whole games were.
No, yeah, unless it's blacked out because of the Chicago. But what are you going to do?
Nope.
You just kind of update the game cast over and over and over again. It was amazing, but all in all, turning on YouTube TV and seeing a Arizona Cardinals and Carolina Panthers thumbnail, remarkable. Can't believe football is back.
Yeah,
baby.
I turned on and saw Football Night in America. I was like, yes, give me that. And then we see Coach Tomlin on there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think his entire life he's been preparing to do the role that he's about to do. This is what he has been. Every season he was a head coach. Okay, has never had a losing record, is a Super Bowl champion, was in Pittsburgh for as long as he is, which is a pressure cooker of a place to be the head coach, and obviously had to follow greats. You know, he came in right after Bill Cowher. Bill Cowher's from Pittsburgh, beloved in Pittsburgh, won a Super Bowl there. Mike Tomlin gets hired as like a 31-year-old to become the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody knew him. He was not from Pittsburgh. What the hell are we doing? Then he won them over. And I'm going to be honest, every single time he was on a microphone, the reason why he got that head coaching job whenever he did is because when he's talking, he's unbelievable. Yep. And that is a huge part of being a head coach and of leadership, but obviously for television. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate the fact he came in there, no tie. Okay, listen, I'll dress I get it. I will do the thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm not doing a tie. Like for me, I don't know how to tie a tie. Okay? Sure. So like a lot of people ask me why I don't wear. I'm 39 years old. I don't know how to tie a tie. I would have to go to YouTube to learn how to do that. Now, I view that as an accomplishment. You suits out there are going to think that that's some detriment. So we are just viewing it very differently in how we do it all. So I appreciate that he said, I will dress up, but I'm not going full puppet here because we don't need him. We need Coach Tomlin to be exactly who Coach Tomlin always is. And NBC has a great history of producing incredible television, especially Football Night in America. I mean, that is just that is a show that we all love, we all enjoy. Coach Tomlin in that realm with Jason Garrett, who we think
he's awesome on TV.
Very, very good. And then McCourty, right?
Yeah, Devin McCourty.
Devin McCourty's out there, awesome. And then Maria is incredible. And then, that's a great show. Football Night in America has the ratings it has because everybody wants to watch the recap and also wants to watch Sunday Night Football. But also, they don't abuse that audience.
Do a good job.
Like that show would get a huge number regardless. Mm-hmm. That show is going to get in massive. They don't abuse that right. They actually produce incredible stuff, so we appreciate them doing that. And he is going to be an asset to football this year. And I can't wait to watch him, to be honest. Let's go to one half of the hammer.
Dahn.
Cowboys, AP, Tone Diggs. Last night we got a little sniff of football. We got a little sniff of little gambling as well. It felt good to have one out there.
Yeah.
It felt good to have we had a line back out in the water, and it's like we're trying our best. If we lose, there's going to be people telling us that they chose to spend money on our team ride as opposed to like their kids. And it's like, hey, I said specifically, don't be an asshole. Yeah. This is not, we are not getting rich off of sports gambling. We are having more fun. We are adding to the excitement. And also, we are trying to figure out what's going to happen in the game. It gives us as fans a lot more excitement as we try to dissect what we think could happen. I think it gets you a deeper understanding of the game. I think there are some positives, certainly some drawbacks, but for us, whenever you're publicly promoting something, the drawback is people telling you you're the worst human on earth.
Sure.
And people wanting to kind of chop you off at the shins.
Yeah.
We actually stepped away from the game for a while.
We did.
because we had 200 and some thousand people riding with us, and we lose because Patrick Mahomes doesn't need to throw the football in the Super Bowl somehow. Still win the Super Bowl, but doesn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a lot of people telling us we're the worst people of all time.
Uh-huh.
So we had to step away from that particular game, which is why we've come back with hey, we're not. This is
Winners.
be responsible with this entire thing.
Maybe.
But yes, we need to find the winners too. Last night, finding one was big. What did we learn maybe last night about the potential season yet that we might have here, Tom?
Potential best season yet. Yeah, it was nice to get our feet wet yesterday. It's the preseason for us too, gambling-wise. And they were a little tight the first drive. Kenny and Carson Beck came out the first drive. They were a little tight, but then they opened up things nicely. But yeah, early on it didn't look great for us because Kenny was kind of out there just playing point guard, slinging around. He had some opportunities to run that he was not taking. So I was like, oh no, that's our situation there. And then Carson was just absolutely slinging. And then when Haynes King came in, he was also playing a bit of a point guard. Like he even, I have never seen Haynes King slide before, and he slid last night. And then when that happened, I was like, oh no, are we screwed? But when the rubber met the road, when the chips were in the center of the table on that last drive and Haynes King needed a drive, he did what Haynes King does. He does it, rips off a 26-yard run here on 3rd and 14. I was like, that's the guy we know. Lowers his shoulder at the end of it, knocks the guy out of bounds. And then the game-winning touchdown, he did the same thing, and that was enough for us to win last night. But no, when it was early, I was like, okay, something here we might not do, but we did. Always happens in the end. Now moving forward, Panthers are a team you're going to want to look at maybe getting behind in preseason because if it's going Bryce Young, Kenny, and Haynes King, that's a solid preseason lineup.
That's 3.5, 4 quarters.
Of good,
yeah, because normally that fourth quarter or last 3 quarters of the fourth quarter is somebody that's never, ever going to be playing in the NFL, but they don't want any of their other quarterbacks to get hurt at that time. So there's only 3 preseason games. Obviously, we know that. It has been changed from 4 to 3. Who knows what the future scheduling looks like for this entire thing. But yeah, Kenny Pickett can operate an offense.
Yes.
And Haynes King in preseason football, from our understanding, you have to be able to run as a quarterback because somebody's going to blow a cut, somebody's going to miss, somebody's going to forget, something bad's going to happen. It's a preseason game. Obviously, they've only been together for a few weeks. Haynes King will deliver for us.
Yeah, and he had that one miss in the air, but other than that, he was throwing it well. And then on the other side, if you're the Cardinals, if they're going to play Jacoby and Gardner and Carson Beck, it's a formidable preseason team as well. Maybe
now, hold on. We got to remember on this whole preseason gambling thing, we are not going. Last night, we hit on the Hall of Fame game.
Sure.
That's not great.
We're not doing that every week.
That is not great news. We got to remember this is preseason football. We might as well be betting on donk. Okay?
Wow.
I just saw donk on the Ocho. That thing's getting 2.5 hours of television time right now. They're throwing a blow-up.
Flipping rubber donkeys, I believe.
Yeah, it's a rubber
blow-up donkey.
Yeah. Joining us now, speaking of
golden donks,
he is a man who's in the NFL for more than a decade. He's a former cover of Sports Illustrated magazine athlete. He's UConn's greatest quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, your guru on everything football and quarterbacking, Dan Orlovsky. Dano, just got to keep working hard, man.
Come on,
just
dog.
got to keep working hard, dude.
Dan.
What's the deal with? I was never on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
I know, but I saw your face as a youngin' on some magazine. Athlon Sports.
Yeah,
this guy was on the cover of eBay.
Was it the video game, maybe?
What were you on the cover of?
Athlon for sure. I think when in college, when EA Sports was doing their college football stuff, they were doing like regional covers.
There you go.
And I was a regional cover one. Yeah.
Boom.
Were you a Playboy All-American too? Ooh, yeah.
Walter Camp.
Never a Playboy. Hugh never gave you that. Never gave you one of those.
No, not you.
No, I was not a Playboy All-American either. I was Walter Camp though. I was in that whole thing. Look at us. Look at us, glory days. Hey. All right, now that we're talking good, let's talk about from Source Says. Mike Tirico says that was the best preseason game I've ever been to. And I'll tell you, watching it, it felt like the best preseason game I've ever watched. I think it's because the quarterbacks play well. And, normally these preseason games, especially the Hall of Fame game, which is before everybody else, they've been there the least amount of time. None of the players are playing in it that are going to end up on the roster normally. And it's like Carson Beck looks so comfortable in that offense. I think we got to give a lot of credit to LaFleur. We got to give a lot of credit to Carson Beck. And then on the other side, Haynes King's a beast. Like that, he did that for Georgia. We watched him do what he had done for Georgia Tech now for multiple years in a row. So I think if you have above average quarterback play or good quarterback play, these preseason games can be electrifying. Is that how you view it? And what were your thoughts about last night on these two guys in particular, and then Cardinals and Panthers as a whole?
You saw the benefit of experience in college starts for both of them. I would imagine between those two players, you're probably looking at over 100 college starts combined. And so that kind of played itself out, the comfort level, how they went and operated the huddle, in and out, line of scrimmage, obviously the 2-minute drill to end the game for Haynes King. I'll start with Haynes King. Haynes King has a little bit of the Brock Purdy early on in him. And I'm not saying he's going to become that player, but Brock Purdy started 40-plus games at Iowa State, was a really good athlete, as is Haynes King. Just understood how to just consistently move the ball down the field and was very confident throwing the football, whether in the pocket or on the move. And so I'm not saying that he's going to become this starting quarterback for an NFC Championship contending football team, but Haynes King was a highly recruited player with Jimbo Fisher to Texas A&M for a reason. And then he got Georgia Tech to become a very good football team. So I wouldn't be surprised if Haynes King bills off last night and just becomes a name over the next couple of years that people throw around, trade, whatever, has a chance to have a good career. Carson Beck told the Cardinals last night, you have to consider me for the starting quarterback job sooner rather than later.
Wow.
And I'm not jumping on over Jacoby Brissett just yet. But the number one thing that stands out is never once got fooled by coverage. The eyes were always in the right place. The ball always went to the right place. He played fast. So often young quarterbacks in this first game, they feel overwhelmed. They play a little slow, whether it's with their decision-making or their eyes. I love all the different versions of play actions that LaFleur put them under, the bootlegs, the open ends, the under center play actions, the intermediate throws over the middle of the field, the deep shots. And so, I haven't been at practices, and I don't know what the reports are about Carson Beck in practice, but last night it looked the ideal way you would want that to look for a guy that you would want to say he needs more reps to see if we're entertaining starting him earlier than maybe our plan was.
Hey, that wasn't called. I don't know if it wasn't called because it was a Hall of Fame game, but this was obviously a massive shot that Jalen Brooks, Lathan Ransom lays the hit on him. Brooks holds on to it, and Carson Beck has a deep shot under his belt in the Hall of Fame game. I mean, it was spectacular football. Let's get back to LaFleur in the offense and how comfortable Carson Beck felt. Do you think LaFleur, going into the game, he named him the starter, obviously, LaFleur was trying to learn what Carson Beck could handle here too, right? You talked about the variation of formations and the variations of dropbacks. LaFleur's also trying to learn about Carson Beck in that moment too, right? So he's probably adding shit maybe. Let's see how Carson handles this. Let's see if he can do this. Almost like a first 15 to learn what the defense is going to do. Let's test Carson Beck to see what he can do. And watching it, it felt like it was like week 7 or week 8. Like that, it never feels like that. It felt like it was like middle of season, comfortable. And now, granted, who Carson's playing with is nowhere near the exact people that are playing on in actual NFL games. Who's he playing against? Not the guys that he'll be playing against. But the throws look like they would be that one would have been completed, no matter who's playing back there. The checks felt good, and it felt like he was operating the offense, which I think is the biggest part of everything. And do you think LaFleur was trying to see that as well in the way he was calling the plays, or you think he was just trying to have success get down the field?
No, I guarantee he's trying to figure out off of what he had seen in practice from Carson Beck. Like, what are you? What when these lights come on, what can you handle? And I say this all the time, and I've said this so much about this tree, and it's such a big part of the NFL, this Shanahan, McVay tree, and obviously Mike LaFleur, brother of Matt LaFleur, comes from this tree. Those coaches want the offense to be the star. They never want the quarterback to feel like they have to be the star. The scheme, the marriage of the run and the pass, and then the play call and when it's made, that's the star. And so you're trying to get these quarterbacks to understand that if the play is there, I called this play for a certain coverage. The play is there. I want the ball to go there, right? If it's not there, you get it out of your hands. You should know what the right decision is, whether it's a little bit of a check down, a dump down to the back. I will call another good play at some point for us to be explosive in. And I think the thing that is in the preseason, probably one of the most impressive things off the performance last night is it wasn't lucky. We've seen some quarterbacks come out when they're, first or second preseason games. And I want to say there's some broken plays. There's some, I ran around with the football often and like good things happen. This is all in structure. It's all in the design of the play. He had to get to second and third reads. LaFleur's saying, all right, well, let's boot him to his left. Let's boot him to his right. Let's give him a closed edge, meaning we'll block and give him an edge. Let's give him an open edge. Let's give 6-man protection. Let's give 5-man protection. Let's give a 7-man protection. So it was a pretty open playbook last night for Carson Beck. And, he controlled and handled, like even that throw. That's the third person to throw the football to on that play. That is not the first person. And so just the fact that like he gets to that quickly, I think you got to sit down if you're Arizona and be like, hey, that was a very good start, and this is something that we have to have more conversation about.
Yeah, I was pumped to watch Carson Beck have that type of evening. Now, we all understand that this doesn't really mean a lot, but in the building it certainly will. Carson Beck will be getting a lot of love, and I assume more looks. We shall see. They just paid Jacoby Brissett nowhere near what starting quarterbacks are getting paid, but certainly a little bit of a pay increase for what he did last year. He would be a phenomenal backup for a young quarterback. Jacoby has done it in the past. He's been around every single offense, every single system. His leadership's outrageous, so everything could be going good for the Cardinals. And that's what preseason football does.
Yeah,
yes, it does.
And they lost.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gotta love it.
Hey, welcome to football, baby. Welcome to football. Shouts at the Carolina Panthers. Can't wait to see who they are. Now, the way we watched that game last night, Carson was spinning it. You just talked about LaFleur has a McVay. There's a Shanahan as well system. There's all these different systems that are currently happening. And I think if you ask some of the older quarterbacks, they'd say, yeah, this is the dumbing down of football. That's what this is. And whatever the case, the offenses move in a efficient fashion, and it looks beautiful. Now, Dan, you just shook your head no, and I think what you were going to say is you still have to think or whatever, but I don't think there's a lot of checks to different plays depending upon what the coverage is and the movement is. I think the older quarterbacks, from my understanding,
not in those offenses. In the Shanahan-McVay tree, there's a ton of pressure on those quarterbacks. They're intellectually, that's not the dumbing down. I think the dumbing down a lot is in reference to a lot of the RPO, the run-pass option, where it's not, there's not a huge tax on pre-snap, post-snap recognition. I've got to see multiple people at the same time and in different windows. The RPO is, a lot of people know, like you're reading one defender, and that one defender is more often wrong than he is right in your decision. The Shanahan McVay tree and the Kubiak tree, there is so much that goes into the play call. I remember hearing stories about how Kyle Shanahan was adding in locations for wide receiver splits, meaning where they line up in relation to the width of the field. I was never a part of that. Like when I would call, some traditional formations, the receivers had to memorize the splits. I have heard stories that Kyle was building into the play call, so he would change one receiver split and not another receiver split. So like the tax that is on those guys to understand just the huddle and the verbiage of that is a big deal. And then I always, one of the things that I recognized when I was playing with under Coach Kubiak was the stress that is on the quarterbacks in that offense week to week to week, because you might have a play that is out of 2 tight ends and 2 wide receivers one week. And then you're going to have that very same play, but out of a completely different personnel grouping and a completely different formation. And I have to forget it by Wednesday and remember a new one by Sunday. So Sam, very similar to last year with Clint Kubiak. And so it is not a dumbing down in this offense. You got to be smart in this family's offense to play that. And then executing the shifts and the motions and then the play design, I would argue that, and you got to control the run game. You're the quarterback that's got to tell the offensive line, no, we're going here, we're going there. Now it's in conjunction with the center a lot, but you got to be able to understand all of that because angles and points and where we're going in the run game change every play. And so I would argue that intelligence-wise, if you're running an offense that is from that Shanahan, Kubiak, McVay tree, or something like it, you got to be really, really, really sharp. Really sharp.
Oh, like a degree from Cal.
Motherfudger.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. That was a fun time. Now, on all of those notes, go ahead, Con Man.
Yeah, Dan, good to see you. To all the points that you just made about NFL offenses, it feels like every year it kind of changes as far as the theme of the entire league. You know, running the ball has obviously become much more important over the recent years as it was, say, 5-8 years ago. What do you think that's going to be this year? Do you think it's going to be some sort of tempo? Do you think it's going to be more so, hey, just hold on to the ball, let's control the clock, even though that's important every single year? What do you see kind of the theme of NFL offenses being in the 2026 season?
Yeah, that's a great question because it has changed over the past couple of years. Number one, I think the teams that can be in the pass game the most and efficient explosively are going to be the best. The second, the teams that are willing and capable to run the football when it doesn't matter advantage or not. And then third, I think the teams that in third down and red zone are situationally awesome with their personnel are going to be the best. If you go back to when Patrick Mahomes became the starting quarterback of the Chiefs and they had their first run, even though it's only like 7 years ago, it's a totally different game offensively than it is right now. That game was about pace and space. It was about spreading out a defense. It was about getting athletes in space. It was about the RPO game. And Patrick was phenomenal at it. He was the guy that kind of like blew our minds on it. And then as the years have gone on, RPOs have become a little bit less reliant upon, and it's become a little bit more of old school football and traditional run game. A couple years ago, it was, getting the quarterback under center and run the football again. Last year, it was usage of tight ends. And so I think the teams, because here's the thing, Connor, yes, I want to run the football. I think defenses are to a point now where they are putting shells on everything, and we're going to dare you to run the football. And so can you and will you? We're not going to give you the explosive plays. So those offenses that are capable of doing that run game, but then building those explosive plays, because I do think it's still really hard to just march down the field 4-yard, 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 4-yard runs. So those teams that can build those explosive plays, and then I think the third down matchups, because when Pat got into league, I got into league, it was really about 3rd and 3 and 3rd and 4. And you had to have people that could win or schemes that could take advantage of it. And so if you're not going to be a team that's consistently explosive, you got to be an offense that's awesome on third downs. I think running backs are going to be huge this year. I think tight ends are going to be huge this year. And mark my words, the teams that are offensively, the teams that are the best in the playoff teams will have very, very few offensive penalties, because when you play against these teams that play these shells, the Bill Belichick's of the world many years ago, their philosophy was always make the quarterback be patient. They'll get a penalty. All of a sudden it becomes 2nd and 12, and we'll get them to 3rd and 8, and the drive is over. And that wasn't the case 6 or 7 years ago. And I think that's going to be the 3 standout points. That would be my kind of viewpoint this year.
If they get you in amoeba territory, these guys are all running 4.4s or better.
Yeah,
everybody on defense is outrageous. You got 275-pound guys running 4.4s now. It just – so if you're getting 3rd and long, okay.
You're dead.
Yeah, literally. Okay. They got 5 ones that are about to rush the passer. And it's like the old 1 Mississippi, 2. Yeah, it's over. You don't have enough time to get enough yards if it's over 5-6 yards. Staying on schedule, I like that you're talking about that. You talk about all the big personnel with tight ends, 12, 13 personnel. I saw all the tight end university at a wedding. They're all the exact same. They are all the exact same. If they're looking one direction, like if Paul McCartney is singing over there, okay, and maybe Taylor Swift is also up. They're just 2 of the biggest stars in the history. Everybody's looking this way, and you're like a couple rows back. All these tight ends now just kind of look.
Yeah, man.
They all have the same haircut too. It's a very blockheady. We got a fade coming up to the front, and their shoulders are it's all 50 inches.
And Pat, they're all the same kind of player too. They're all 6'4", 6'5",
Hoopers.
250, athletes in space, good enough blockers in the run game. You can put them out by themselves and they can win one-on-ones and matchups. You can put them in the slot and they can win one-on-ones and matchups. They're great down the field in contested throws. You can utilize them in the play action game. And so like these defenses, that's why I'm such a believer in these tight ends, because these defenses, okay, well, who do we have to match up with this guy over the course of 70 snaps? Like who can cover him, who's athletic enough, who's big enough, who's strong enough, who's got enough ball skill. I just think these tight ends it's been trending that way. And I think that if you are an offense that you really believe are going to be a Super Bowl contender and you don't have two really good tight ends, you're making it harder on yourself. I really believe that this season.
And remember, we just went through the highest paid at each position thing. $19 million is the top for tight ends. And then 42 now is the number for wide receivers. And then if you look at tackle, tackle is $30 million. So they play both tackle and wide receiver. A lot more wide receiver out of a lot of these guys than tackle, but they're still down in the box having to chip and do all the dirty shit whenever it's called upon them. And the pay disparagement still is what it is, which is a part of the entire tight end university. I assume that's going to change. I assume, Tyler Warren might be the guy that does it for us. Brock Bowers might be the guy that does it, because these are number one wide receivers who are also.
There's three players in one.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the tight ends obviously are just like lunch pail. Let's show up. We're lucky to be here.
Look at this guy, dude.
Yeah, Brock Bowers is outrageous. They all are. But the pay thing on the salary. Yes. It's going to be fascinating to watch that kind of all unfold as we move forward with what these contracts are becoming.
Yeah, we saw it with Gibbs yesterday. It feels like Laporta will be the next tight end that should reset everything.
Yeah, and then but they'll use the comps.
Yeah.
Like, George Kittle, you're 1,000 times better than George Kittle? Okay. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
And then every single time the tight end goes, I love George Kittle. I'm your number two. I am the option wide receiver, so I need to be paid like a wide receiver. And then they go, nah, you're a tight end, though. Okay, well, I'm down on the end, and I'm blocking next to the tackle. I need to be paid like the tackle. And they're like, no, that's the tackle. The tackle gets paid like a tackle. It doesn't make sense to me what happens with the tight ends and salaries.
They need someone to have a 2,000-yard season like Saquon did with the Eagles, and they won the Super Bowl, and that kind of reset the running back market. It went from I think Derrick Henry was somewhere around 13 or 14, and then Saquon did that, and he goes up to 20, and now all these top running backs are getting 20. Feels like they need that for the tight end market. But I wanted to ask you a question, Dan. There was a team last year that was 14-3.
Whoa.
They won their division. They went to the AFC Championship. And then this year, it feels like they got better, but they are third in their division in odds, and no one is really talking about them a ton. Do you know who that team is potentially, Dan?
I think the best team in football that we're not talking about and should be a favorite in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl is Denver Broncos.
Hey, ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
hey, that's right. Hey, way to go, Dan. You
Good
know
work,
ball.
Dan.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, no problem.
I don't understand how, and I have so much love for the Cincinnatis and the Buffaloes and the Baltimores and Kansas Cities, all that. But Denver was the best team in the AFC last year, and Denver's only gotten better with some of their signings and the addition of Waddle. And the fact that they have a third-year quarterback that is coming off of a pretty darn good season, and he was about as clutch as any quarterback in football last year. They're going to have a top-5 offensive line. They've got pieces on the perimeter. They added a receiver that is a vertical juice guy that Bo Nix hasn't had a player like this. They still have Sutton with his frame on the outside. They can run the football. The defense, everybody knows, is absolutely suffocating. Sean Payton, one of the great coaches in the league. I just sit there and say, is Buffalo better than Denver? Not right now. The Chargers better than Denver? Not right now. The Chiefs better than Denver? I don't think that it's all that close right now. It could be in November when their young players get some, salt under them. Nobody in the AFC South is as good as them outside of maybe Houston. So Denver is
New England.
Every bit of. Yeah, New England, very good as well. Good point. Yep. So I just think Denver is a team. Everyone's picking all these teams. I'm like, what about the Denver Broncos?
Yeah, we agree with the Denver Broncos, which is why we are big fans of them, and we believe in Sean Payton. So, and we took a little drone trip through their new facility.
Louise.
And then you're reminded, oh, yeah, they got the richest owner in sports.
Yeah.
So all those things normally.
The Chiefs are favored, huh?
Yeah.
That's why Tony. We all have been having these convos. Now, I would like to say, I've seen the Chiefs. They look very tight. They look like they are back. They look like a team that really does want to do one for the Gipper here, basically, and obviously remind everybody who they are. So I respect that. They have Patrick Mahomes, so we have to. He's healing quicker than ever.
I could see if they were second in the division, maybe.
Yeah, and then the Chargers. Let's talk about the Chargers a little bit because I'll tell you.
Yeah, Dan, let's talk about what's going on over there.
What's going on?
I don't like your attitude.
Dan.
I will ask the question about this, please.
Come on, all right.
Yeah, I don't like either of you, the way you're describing it. Justin Herbert's smitten. Sue him. This guy loves a mega star. Okay?
Smooching on the football field.
Not just smooching, showcasing that he is at a place in his life where he is incredibly comfortable to be doing that with somebody in front of everybody. Now, is Miss Beer potentially the greatest human that Justin Herbert has ever met? Possibly.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Awesome.
Is he feeling better and radiating the energy back and forth with the love of his life in the middle of a grueling training camp? Possibly. Is he doing something we've never seen before? Yes. Okay. How do we feel about sitting on the practice field with his lady? Because I want to let you know, this tells me Herbert's incredibly comfortable, incredibly confident, wildly happy, and a dog, because nobody's going to judge him there. So that's how I kind of read it. But boy, there's been people, and you just heard Connor say, this guy's smooching all over a megastar while my quarterback is training his ass off. Thank God Justin Herbert is not my quarterback. Is that not what you were saying?
Exactly. I cheer for number 10, and he's the one in New England, not that guy.
Yeah, so he... Lovebird? Is that what you were about to say there?
I mean,
is that his smoochy face? Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, smoocher.
Smoocher, yeah. That's what I thought you were going to say. Now,
is that from Home Alone? I caught you smooching with.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So go and get your
everybody.
no good
she
candy and it down right.
Yeah. Well done, boys.
That was a great play, Dan. That was a great play out of you. But tell me what you think about this Chargers team. And for me, McDaniel's over there. He said he's going to have to add another wrinkle to NFL offenses. He was the main driver, I believe, especially down in Miami with Tyreek, Waddle, and the incredibly fast bunch they have, about late motions and shifts, who's going where. Everybody tried to copy it and started doing it. And then defenses coordinators caught up to it. They're like, all right, let them all move. We don't care. We'll just sit back here, and then we'll attack afterwards. So McDaniel knows that he has to add something. He thinks he does, at least. Jim Harbaugh is obviously in the best shape of his life, ready to get after it. We appreciate that. And Herbert's seemingly more happy than he's ever been. What are your expectations for the Chargers? Because you just rattled off a bunch of AFC teams that could potentially be better than Broncos, and there was like 10 of them at this point, and nobody's talking about these Chargers as well, other than this guy's smooching some megastar all over the practice field. You think he cares about football? It's like he might care about football more than anybody, and I don't want to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like the Chargers in the division better than I like the Chiefs. If you could gamble, I don't know if you can gamble on this stuff, but if you could responsibly gamble for fun,
there you go.
Herbert will absolutely be top 5 in the MVP conversation come Thanksgiving. I would be shocked if he's not. This offense will be a top 5 unit. They're loaded at tight end. They're loaded at back. If the offensive line is healthy, it's got a chance to be top 5 in the league. Quentin Johnston has to take another step forward like he did last year, and we all know Ladd's great. I've said this a couple times. If Justin is... Who's the pitcher for the Brewers? Mizorowski? I don't want to get his name.
Jacob Mizorowski. He'll be joining us actually in about 42 minutes or so.
All right, so
thank you for that, Dan. Dan, thank you for that. Thank you. He's coming on to 1:30 Eastern.
I think of Herbert a little bit. It's just all gas, dude. Like everything's a fastball. And so Justin's like that for me as a quarterback. Like every ball is just pumped, dude. It's flat, it's hard, it's firm, it's got revolution. Like it's an absolute missile. And that's not necessarily the style of quarterback that has been with Mike McDaniel or these types of offenses. We've talked about this. So Mike has been obviously with Tua and had success with Tua. He's been in San Francisco and had success with players like a Jimmy Garoppolo. He's been in Cleveland and had success with players like a Brian Hoyer, right? So guys that aren't these physical phenoms with huge arms that at times wait for guys to get open because they can. McDaniel's always like these anticipatory quarterbacks that throw to spots and I displace this player and there's the void, throw it there. And so how quickly and how well Justin gets comfortable with that, kind of maybe a little bit more of an off speed rather than that fireball all the time, it's going to be huge. If he does, this offense will be phenomenal.
Okay, so can I ask a follow-up on this? And you don't need to, not long speech on it because obviously you just explained that very well there. But couldn't that potentially help Herbert? Because what I heard from you there, as we show highlights of all laser beams.
Yeah.
Great work, Foxy and crew in back, obviously. But is that not a good thing? Because you said he can wait for somebody to get open. So if he doesn't know the reads exactly, because he doesn't know the offense, as it takes him some time, doesn't he have a little bit of a buffer period because his arm gives him the capability to catch up maybe for what he's not able to do versus maybe some of the other quarterbacks that McDaniel has had? Is that an accurate, potential counterpoint about it maybe being a good thing as he tries to figure out the offense as opposed to he has to change the style in which he throws footballs for some of these plays?
Yeah, I think there's a fair starting point thought there. My pushback or answer would be this. One, always remember that in the pass game, timing and rhythm is a marriage that is not only for just the completion, but for the yards after the completion. And so you often want that ball out of your hands at a certain time, not only to get the completion, but to take advantage of the most space that has been created from those defenders to generate yards after the catch. So waiting that extra step. Waiting that extra step.
Dano, I should have done that.
You're good. Is this going to you right here? That's going to me, yes, sir.
Oh, jeez. Just keep the ball rolling.
Hey, good thing I wasn't saying anything.
I was going to say it was a nice compliment you were doing.
Yeah, that's what I was complimenting you.
First time.
But you couldn't help it. Immediately, maybe work a little bit harder while, you know what I mean? I was saying, so for those that don't know, I was telling the boys, Dano kind of killing right now, you know, and then it's in his ear, and then automatically it's a,
So now we know.
I am killing it, actually. Sorry about that, dude. I didn't know that was going to you as well.
So you want to take advantage of that yards after the catch, and that one step could be the difference between a 12-yard completion or a 20-yard completion. And then, windows close. They just close crazy fast. And so the window might be open now. That doesn't mean it's going to be open, for 3 clicks. And so a lot of it is just, the understanding that this is it's an art design, and everything is in a certain spot, or everyone is in a certain spot for a specific reason. And so there's going to be moments when he gets away with it, but I think that's going to be the biggest question mark.
Yeah, all right. You did incredible. We appreciate you, Dan. You're the absolute best. We can't wait to see you back on our television every single day. And tell the family we said hello, please.
Down the shore.
I will. I'm going to go down to the beach with them. You got a shirt.
Yeah. Come on, I'll support. Come on.
You're a good man.
No, you're a good man as well.
I appreciate it.
We appreciate you joining us and throwing yourself into a fire every single time. We do appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Fire igniter. Not a firefighter, but a fire igniter. I will certainly run right to a fire and help it a little bit
Starter
more.
log.
Yeah, you're not going to... Yeah. No, he's not an arsonist. That's not what I'm saying. That was a negative way.
Who said that?
Bruce. That was Bruce who said that immediately.
Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, you're starting fires and then running away.
Chargers.
Well, he doesn't run away. He stays right in there. He stands in there every time, and he gives another one right after.
Oh, yeah, and then he passed.
Yeah, man.
And then he tweets, hey, just go, keep trying.
I haven't done that forever.
Haven't done what?
Pouted.
Yesterday we just saw a tweet, did we not? It was early
Yeah,
yesterday.
but he'll spin it like, what, I can't work hard? That's not pouting.
You don't think that I was talking to my life coach and he told me that maybe I just keep working hard and I just thought that other people need to
You think I have a life coach, dude?
We know exactly who it is, actually.
Yeah. Actually, we're talking to him, too, I believe, in the next hour. John Gordon will be joining us at 1:05.
He's great.
Exactly.
Boom.
So, Dan, thank you so much. You're the absolute best. We appreciate you, man. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.
All right, boys. I'll talk to you soon.
Just keep putting in the work.
Maybe
Ladies and
Dahn
gentlemen,
Put in the work, man.
Yeah, trust the process. We do not know if you heard or not, but there is a new athletic director at Purdue.
Oh, yeah. I did hear that. I saw that.
I saw it more so than I heard it.
That's right.
And I saw it a lot. Now, that type of attention can be a great thing. Yesterday, a video came out of the brand new Purdue Athletic Director's press conference that was just a snippet that was 10 to 15 seconds long out of, I assume, a full press conference that has certainly hit the internet in a loud fashion. Purdue, remember, Lafayette, Indiana, just about an hour and 15 minutes north, hour and a half north of Indianapolis. IU, the Hoosiers, about an hour and 15 minutes south of Indianapolis. These two teams and schools and alumni certainly talk shit about each other very loudly out here. The IU fans have been able to be
A lot more ammo.
very loud over the last couple of years. Like the loudest potentially in the history of this entire conversation. But the new Purdue AD wanted to let everybody know where he stands.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
Okay, everybody heard that. And immediately they say, this guy has no idea. I actually heard conversation on TV saying, this guy, athletic director at Purdue, 2.5 hours away from IU, did not know that the IU Hoosiers won a national championship in football.
Yeah.
And until somebody said that publicly, I didn't even think that could be possible just strictly because Purdue-IU's relationship. So we reached out. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, the new athletic director for Purdue from Rice. He was the athletic director there previously. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy McClellan.
Yay, Tommy!
Tommy, how you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me, Pat. Huge fan. Appreciate you having me on the show today.
Hey, thank you for joining us. I had no idea that people thought maybe you didn't know that Cignetti is currently the head coach of the IU Hoosier football team. Legit, I didn't even think of people thinking that. There are people that think that. And then there's a lot of people that think like, oh, he was shit-talking IU, and then now this has become a full national story, and obviously in this moment he looks like the biggest doofus of all time. That is the angles that have kind of happened.
Sure.
How do you kind of respond to that? And what was the kind of attempt there as you deliver a quote that has been heard by every human seemingly in the country at this point?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, obviously I know that they won the national championship. I was at the game with my youngest son. I mean, and so, I mean, I'm there. But to your point, I mean, listen, what makes college athletics great is rivalries, right? And I'm having a great day yesterday, giving our vision, sharing what we're going to do here at Purdue, how we're going to set the standard and raise the bar for what's possible. And, you know, I made an offhand, unscripted comment about an in-state rival that didn't land well, okay? And I knew it the second it left my mouth. But at the same time, I'm also trying to establish what a standard is going to be like here at Purdue in order for us to achieve the things that we want to do. And you got to send a message to your fan base. But listen, I play golf. I'm sure you play golf. Hey, every now and then you line it up on the first tee and you're really excited about that round and I'll put it right into the water. Okay. So, hey, Pat, I got to put it back, tee it right back up. And I got 18 more holes to play.
Breakfast ball. Yep. I like that. Put that thing down there and let's go ahead and hit the fairway. I appreciate you explaining yourself because you are talking to your base. You're not talking to the entire country. Purdue creates astronauts, engineers. We're talking like super geniuses.
Trained conductors.
Conductors coming out of Purdue. You know, Drew Brees, obviously from there. Matt Painter, the head basketball coach. And Coach Cignetti, when he gets to Indiana, he walks around and realizes that maybe everybody doesn't think like as big as he does. So he gets a microphone at a basketball game and he goes, basically talks about Purdue first, which is the biggest thing. And then he said Michigan and Ohio State, too. And everybody was like, this guy is a doofus.
Easy.
Why is he doing that? And now they're national champions. I assume that you were trying to maybe rally the Boilermaker fan base and also people in the building about expectations of sport, because I don't know if that is necessarily something like the basketball team. They love the basketball team, I think, because Indiana is basketball state. But I don't think they're like expecting Purdue sports as a whole to be great. Is this something that you're trying to change? Like, what is kind of the thoughts?
Yeah, it's just, this is an incredible opportunity for us to reestablish what can be possible here. Listen, when you have 600,000 living alums, so the 8th largest alumni base in the entire country, and 55-ish thousand students on our campus, that gives you a critical, massive opportunity to do something special. You're in the Big Ten Conference, and you have an incredible coach like Matt Painter who's doing a remarkable work. We want to make sure that that standard that he has set in this department permeates throughout the entire all sports. Okay, and so while the one-liner, I would say it this way: listen, while the one-liner joke that I gave yesterday about an in-state rival, come on, man, it's an in-state rival. It didn't land well, but I could tell you this, Pat, that we're going to build programs here that are better at winning championships than I am at one-liners.
Okay, that's good news. Now they're going to say the bar's very low for that after your one line yesterday, but I would like to say the lines you've delivered us today, we're very grateful for. Thank you for explaining the entire situation. And also, I don't want to immediately do this, but 8th largest alumni base, not bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad. IU's got the number one. IU's
Keep
got
building
the number
that
one.
thing.
IU's got the number one.
We got to keep growing.
Hey, can you tell me, though, about the academic? I mean, there is some limitation. Everybody talks about Northwestern, obviously, Northwestern in the Big Ten, super academia. There are others. Big Ten wouldn't take West Virginia for some reason because of academia. But Purdue, actual astronauts, like this type of thing. You're going to have to find your type of players, right? But it sounds like everybody's kind of rallied around the fact that you're going to. And if we, as a show, can have 2 dynamic sports teams within 2.5 hours, life is good for us. So good luck out there. We're pulling for you. But what do you think is all possible?
Yeah, I think it would be a disservice to Purdue and to its fan base to say that that we're going to put limitations on ourselves on what's possible. And again, listen, the part that I'm disappointed in about yesterday is that comment took and distracted off of what the real goal here is, and that is beginning to set our eyes for what's possible for Purdue. And I don't want to say that we can't have success in any sport at any level. And so we want to make sure that every Boilermaker out there recognizes that we can accomplish great things when we all work together. And we've got incredible coaches, we've got incredible staff, we got a great administration and board, and we've got real momentum here. And so, yes, while yesterday was a little bit of a national news story, we also want to make sure we keep the main thing focused, and that's the opportunity that we have at hand.
And on that note, all 500,000 alumni, we need you. Okay, if 500,000, you all give 100,000, you start doing some math, guess what we got? Left tackle.
Natties.
We got a guard. We got it all. We appreciate the hell out of you for joining us. Good luck.
Indianapolis Reds, I got to take these donors out so I can raise this NIL money. Give me your top 2 or 3.
Oh, I got you. Tommy, you're the man. Good luck. We'll see you next hour. Goodbye. That's awesome.
Belle Sessions, who got here at 3 a.m. this morning, was the winner. Her ticket was pulled, and you thought to yourself immediately, what, Belle?
I knew I couldn't do it, and he was next to me, and he said that he could, so we're splitting it.
Okay, so Belle Sessions made the decision to talk to my man, Henry Silver, who Henry got here yesterday at 6 p.m. He's been waiting for this moment. Now, Henry, you told her that you could make it. Why do you think that's the case? Have you ever kicked a ball before?
I've kicked a ball before. I've played soccer my whole life. I think I can do it.
This kick is for $150,000. You said you would split it in half, right? Yes, sir. Okay, so let's make it $200,000. If you make it, you will both get $100,000. Where are you from, Henry?
I'm from Fishers, Indiana.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
The Colts.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Come on, bro. Hell yeah. To hell with the Falcons. That was rude. They didn't deserve that. I like that. Henry, 33 yards, 100,000 for you, 100,000 for her, $200,000 to hurricane relief, 400,000 on the line. Henry, are you ready?
Of course.
Have you ever said anything bad about kickers?
Of course.
Shut up. Let's go. Now, here in Athens, Georgia, it would be beautiful if $400,000 would be up for grabs. Why don't we double it because the Georgia Bulldogs? So, $800,000 kick right here, Henry. But what I want to let you know is you're not getting a second opportunity. I don't care if this entire place starts chanting for a second kick. One kick, 800,000 racks, 400,000 to hurricane relief, 400,000 to you two split, 200 grand each. Henry Silver from Indiana for Bell Sessions. Let's go, Henry! Oh, my... Henry! Henry! Come in, buddy! Come in! Let's see this. Let me see this, Henry. That was amazing. I mean, he walked in like, Henry! Congratulations, Henry! Congratulations, Bell! Congratulations, Georgia! What a morning! College game day's the greatest. College football's amazing. Bell, you just won $200,000. You're
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey.
Why?
Let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, you pig! Damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome. On this Feel Good Football Friday, August 7, 2026, hour 2 of the program begins now. Football is the best, and we're fresh off the best Hall of Fame game in the history of Hall of Fame games. Does that mean, as an indicator, that this football season is about to be the best and biggest of all time? I'd say with a resounding amount of support around all of the football community. Yeah. Football players are better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The sport of football is better.
What?
The coverage is better. Mm-hmm. The angles are better. The way the sport is played is better. It feels like this season is shaping up. Let's go to one half of the hammer.
Dahn.
Cowboys, Bubba Gumpino. This season's shaping up to be what there, Gumps?
The best season yet.
That's right. That's right.
Well done.
Shout out to McQuaid with his Irish accent, calling that 2 years ago. Now, he was just a little bit of ahead of schedule because the last couple of years have certainly been wonderful. But what's about to happen this football season is about to be the greatest of all time. And last night, I think, was a good display of that. We had young players making plays. You know, everybody's mad about the NIL because it is causing some sort of chaos. But these players playing in college for 100 years gives them a lot more experience of ball. They're handling money. They're handling success. They're all in the spotlight. They all have a platform. So all the things that rookies used to have to deal with all at one time has kind of been happening since high school for a lot of these guys. Carson Beck's been in a big stage, big moment. He's been ridiculed. He's been embarrassed. He's been shit-talked. He's been all these things already by the time he gets to the biggest stage in ball and in the world, to the NFL. So these games that used to be a little jittery, maybe let's work this thing out. Yeah, right. These guys have been millionaires for a long time. True. These guys have been on this stage. This might be the best preseason yet.
Good
This
point.
might lead into the best NFL season of all time. And college football is reaping the same benefits. These dudes are much more mature now. These guys are much more used to the outside expectations. Nutritionists and dietitians have gotten a hold of all of them. None of them are booze bags like some of the boys used to be. All of them are locked in. Some of them do play a little bit of video games and all these other things that I wish they would do stuff differently with their time. But it feels like the modern athlete's much more mature, much more informed, much more bought in from an early age because they have a team of people around them since they're like 13 or 14. So maybe this will all add into better ball, better sports across the board. But what I think it definitely will do, Bubba Campino, say it with me, it's about to provide the best season yet. Talks the table at Boston Connor and at oh, wow, he's going to be so mad.
Oh,
my.
Oh, no, man.
Sorry, Ty. Wow. Ty Murphy.
Ty's having a rough morning as his dad right now going on. He's got a lot happening.
T-Bone. Boom.
Yeah.
You, brother, you.
Mind meld.
All right, Bone, good to see you, pal. Thank you for sitting in and talks the table.
Yikes.
You're a big-time Chicago White Sox fan, yeah?
Yeah, grew up.
Loser.
Fourth generation Southsider.
Yeah, Munetaka Murakami couldn't even...
Nope, 0 for 6.
He didn't do shit, brother.
Last night, they're saying it's the best MLB game that we've had thus far, and it's also leading a story of the Boston Red Sox literally going from last in their worst league in baseball to now having the longest and best streak that the Red Sox have ever had in their history. Now, Red Sox have won a lot, obviously. Yeah. This is a historic franchise. What the team has been doing over the last 35, 36 games has been different than any Red Sox team in history. And last night, it took 13 innings to get the job done, and they were down for the majority of it, and their gritty toughness from that Revolution region showed up, and the boys are buzzing, I'd say, Con, man.
Yeah, big time. And usually this is the time in the year where it's like, hey, baseball, thank you. I appreciate you getting us all the way to the Hall of Fame game. You can kind of, take your rest. Your watch has ended. But at this point, it's like, hold the phone. Here we go, baseball. We're about to get into the most important time of the season. I'm still all the way in. I can't believe that we're damn near in mid-August. August 7th is today, and I'm still this hyped up about baseball. Like, there's a game tonight, and I care. I want to watch the Oakland A's versus the Boston Red Sox. And I think we're doing a little bit of a, hey, everyone picking a home run hitter tonight because there's a no-sweat bet on DraftKings right now. Yeah, there it is. You can just opt in and up to whatever your kind of unit number, which is how much you bet on per bet, basically. And I think, yeah, everybody has their own. I know I'm taking Wilson Contreras for the Boston Red Sox. I know Gumpy is on another Boston Red Sox who will definitely hit a home run. Shohei Ohtani, I don't know who took that one. Yeah, that's probably a safe one as well. I maybe jump on PCA. There it is. Boom. Yeah, Gump's on a Brady. You're on Shohei. I'm on Wilson Contreras. Tony on Bryce Harper.
Yeah, I feel good about it. The wind is blowing out in Philly tonight.
Okay, obviously, if you are of age and agree to not be an asshole and gamble responsibly, you can come join us on DraftKings, the best sports book on earth. There's a no-sweat bet where if you lose, you get your money back in bonus bets. You won't just be able to cash it out. You'll be able to utilize it again for another bet. And, Shohei's going to go dong-dong tonight. Sure. He's going long dong-dong tonight. I mean, that is what Shohei does.
Yeah.
And him and PCA are kind of battling. And PCA, I'll tell you what, he might hit a long dong too. I mean, these boys are trying to win the MVP. They still got 70 games left.
No,
I know.
6 weeks.
How many games?
20? 6 weeks.
So I gave up last week, so I'm not as dialed.
Oh, no.
See, the Buccos, they did their job. They got me to training camp, like Connor just said.
What happened? We're the worst. We were up there.
Yeah, we've been on quite a schneid since the All-Star break.
All right, well, that all goes back to the World Baseball Classic. We still would like other players from America to play as hard as they possibly can, but we don't want Paul Skeens ever do it again.
Yeah, he's done.
No.
Who? We did?
What?
Oh, yeah, Bruce, you can say that.
Yeah, last week when we did this no-sweat bet thing, we hit 2 home run winners.
Boom.
Yeah, I
So
was
we're
not one
staying
of them.
hot.
I'm kind of due, but baseball, remember, you hit one out of three.
Sal
Yeah.
Stewart.
That's all it takes.
AJ had Sal Stewart. He hit it off of Paul Skeens, and I had CJ Abrams of the Nats. He hit one as well.
Hey, so Shohei, let's go ahead and get to work tonight, and good luck to all these lads. And you can pick whoever you'd like. And just know baseball's still bringing it, which we respect and appreciate. But obviously, football, fresh off the Hall of Fame game, is going to be hard not to just talk about. Joining us now is a man from Ohio. He's a man who's a college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup winner. Ladies and gentlemen, live from an attic in Ohio, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, good hair.
Yeah.
Good hair today, AJ. Good cut, pal. You look fantastic. You're glowing as well. I know you've been outside coaching 3 different teams that you're kind of overcommitted to, you said, but you look fantastic. Thank you for joining us. Are you excited about today on this Feel Good Friday or not?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. We had great football last night. Like, that was a legit, real football game. I think when you're thinking about that first game, the Hall of Fame game, you just want to see them get in and out of the huddle. You want to see some healthy operation. Guys know what they're doing, and I think we saw that and a lot more. Obviously, Carson Beck, Haynes King, they kind of stole the show, but I was impressed, man. It was actually a fun game to watch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the quarterbacks were just running an offense. I remember a couple years ago, I forget which quarterback it was, we complimented the fact that they were able to get in and out of the huddle. Remember, it was a rookie quarterback, and I was like, this guy looks like a pro. He's handling the huddle. He had a couple completions.
C.J. Stroud.
It might have been C.J.
It was
Stroud.
Against New England.
Yeah, it might have been C.J. Stroud, because
yeah.
what was coming out about him was, remember, the golden standard test.
Yes.
That he wasn't going to be able to handle the
C2.
NFL. The C2.
Cognitive test.
Whatever the test was, yes, about his brain, and then everybody was like kind of dogging him. So in the first preseason game, we, who were very supportive of C.J. Stroud, had to find some positives. The positives were look like a professional quarterback. Got in and out of the huddle. Things were moving smooth. You remember this, AJ?
Yeah, honestly, it sounds funny, but you can't take that for granted. These guys have not been doing it that long together. So, yes, I think it's real.
That's what we were selling at that particular time, because that is what we were impressed by, and we like C.J. Stroud, so we like that. Last night, Carson Beck's making checks. He's making checks. This is a rookie quarterback making checks at the line. Not the first quarterback selected. Nowhere near it. He's making checks at the line. And then Haynes King, he's spinning it and then running people over. And then it's like, oh, do we have better quarterback play across the board, or is this just an anomaly last night at the Hall of Fame game? Mike Tirico said it's by far the best preseason game I've ever been to. It's like, is the state of ball better right now, AJ? I think so, which potentially leads to, Gumpy, if you could, please.
The best season yet.
I like that. Was a good one.
There's a chance, AJ. That's how excited I am on this Overreaction Friday after the Hall of Fame game, AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your tweet, that you would not overreact to one preseason game. I saw you over and over again, like Bart Simpson used to do on the whiteboard at the opening of The Simpsons. Yeah, I mean, it is hard to not overreact, but yeah, why not? Let's see what the rest of the games have in store. I'm guessing they all won't be as clean as this one was, but I think it's a great start for the NFL in general.
I think so, too. And I like that positive mindset.
Yeah.
Especially on this Feel Good Friday.
Well said.
There's people out there that have this incredible ability to be able to get others to believe in themselves and buy in on the impossible that is actually truly possible.
Yes.
Joining us now is a man who, I don't know the proper phrasing, so I don't want to either undercut or overstate.
Sure.
Overpromise, underdeliver.
Well, I think that's probably in one of his 19 New York Times best-selling books.
Yeah.
He is a mind mechanic for many of the NFL's leaders, college leaders, business leaders, CEOs, you name it. This man is bringing the best out of the best and joining us on this Feel Good Friday to maybe try to do that for all of us.
Would love that.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Gordon.
Yeah, John!
How you doing?
Great to see you guys. Great to be with you.
God, you look fantastic. I'm gonna be okay. So I'm looking right over your shoulder. No offense, as you just get on here, I made eye contact with you. That looks like a Clemson Tiger. So is there a chance that you are currently in Clemson, or do you just have posters of all the teams that you have spoken with around the office?
No, that is funny, Pat. That's awesome. No, I'm with Clemson, speaking to the team tomorrow. Came in a day early just to spend some time with the team, listen to what they're saying, the messaging. Dabo's speech today was on fire. I've never heard him more on fire than this morning with his talk to the team. It was powerful. I was fired up.
Okay, I like that, because you're the guy that does the firing up. So you get fired up by the team that you're getting fired up by. That's a lot of fire.
I was.
I mean that is in a volcanic amount of lava in that room. So maybe we change the way we think about the Clemson Tigers.
Exactly.
John, you're with Dabo right now.
Yep.
Schrager told us last week about your work with the McVay tree. I do believe in a lot of the younger coaches around the NFL. And then I look into you, I get into a wormhole of John Gordon, obviously 19-time New York Times bestseller or whatever, and keynote speaker, not whatever, but you get it. That's just so many times of delivering a message of like, hey, here's how you should think. You're leading a lot of humans that are leading a lot of things here in the United States of America. So I think it would be a good time to just kind of learn. So what do you do, John? Like we tried to figure it out, and I've watched some of your videos on Instagram, but why are like NFL coaches coming to you, do you think? Why are college coaches coming to you? What do you think you're able to provide? And should the Plum High School Mustang football team potentially be doing the same thing? I'd like to potentially get you to go meet with them.
I'd love to. And I've heard from a lot of high school coaches as well that use my books. But at the top level, I wrote these books years ago. The Energy Bus was my first book. Jack Del Rio read it and had me come speak to the team. 2007, they beat the Steelers in the playoffs. Okay. They go on a run, and then Mike Smith becomes the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So he says to me, hey, I want to do the same thing that we did with the Jaguars. I'll have everyone read the Energy Bus. I went and spoke to the team. Matt Ryan was a rookie quarterback. This is how long ago it was. And year after year, I was just invited to different teams. Mac Brown brought me into Texas. Colt McCoy was a senior that year when they played Alabama when he got injured. And Colt and I have been friends ever since. And so what happened was over the years, writing these books, working with these coaches, working with these leaders, I saw what great leadership looks like. I saw what a great mindset looks like. Colt was actually struggling in senior year with the pressure, asked me to sit down with him. He was really my first client, and I had never worked with a high school athlete before or a college athlete or a pro. It was sitting down with Colt, and I realized, I have something that I could share that will help these guys. And over the years, I've just developed my own frameworks, my own formulas, my own pattern for success, and just ideas come to me in walks. I am a man of faith, and I get a lot of ideas, and then I'll share it with these guys, and I'll help them have a higher state of mind instead of a lower state of mind. So it really starts at the mindset level. You have to have the right mindset, as you know. You got to have a winning mindset. If you believe you can accomplish a lot, if you don't believe, you will not achieve anything. So it really starts with that real belief, not like fake belief, but real belief. And then what kind of culture are we creating? And then we help formulate and create the culture. So that's what I did with Liam Cohen. We sat down, we literally formulated and built his culture from scratch, like a blank piece of paper, and we built that together, which was so much fun doing that. I've recently done that with a couple NFL coaches as well since, can't share who, but that was a lot of fun with those guys too. And then I did it with Mike McDonald, actually, when he first got the job with the Seahawks. Did it with him. Did it with Eric Spoelstra, the Miami Heat. So over the years, culture, but then leadership. How can you lead at a higher level? How can you lead with principles and practices that will get your team to perform at the highest level? And then how do we build a team that is connected and committed? That's my secret sauce right there. Connection and commitment. And when you have that, you have a team that will actually perform at a higher level.
I just saw that on Hard Knocks. Actually, Coach McDonald gave a speech about the Bulls and then talked about the key ingredient to success in the NFL is connection. And obviously, you said you worked with him. You're a year off, though, remember, because his opening team meeting, he said, when he first got hired, the first time he addressed the Seattle Seahawks, he said, I want you to close your eyes and envision something with me. Okay, it's the NFC Championship game. It's here in Seattle. It's rainy. It's cold. It's, I think he says, shit or hell for them. Perfect for us. And then obviously they would show that in his second year, they go to the actual NFC Championship. It is kind of raining. Yeah. It is a little chilly. And then obviously he leads his team to a Super Bowl. You talk about Spoelstra down there in Miami, a lot of success in there. So you are a mindset mechanic, okay, if that is an accurate depiction of what you do. How do you decide to become that person? Okay, because there's obviously a lot of these types of humans on the internet now. There's obviously a lot of, you heard it, snake oil. It was said in the back there. There's a lot of snake oil that happens in there. I know you played 4 years lacrosse at Cornell. I know that you're a former athlete, college athlete. How do you decide that you're going to go into being a mind guru, and how do you not become the person that everybody talks shit about in that particular field, if that makes sense?
Because there is a lot of stuff being talked about who do this, and there are a lot of frauds. There are a lot of snake oil salesmen, and so I totally get that when people talk about that and say those words, I go, okay, well, we just got to show that this is the real deal. But as you said, Pat, when you work with the best of the best, and they are using you, and they are benefiting from the work that you do and you have proof of concept, then you know this stuff is real. But I got to be honest, my teammates like Vino cannot believe what I'm doing now. I was a mental wreck in college. Like I was not the mindset guy. I was the guy who was fearful and worried and anxious and stressed all the time. I was a 3-year starter, but man, I don't think I ever enjoyed playing because I never loved the battle. So I teach guys all the time now how to overcome their fear by loving the battle, love competing, love the moment, love the battle, love the opportunity. And when you're focusing on love, fear dissipates because love casts out fear. So that's like my simplest strategy and technique. When I work with a quarterback, an NFL quarterback who is struggling, we get back to the basics of just loving that battle. And that changes everything. So I wish I would have done that. So a lot of what I teach is actually what I wish I would have known. And so this quest to get better myself has led to a mission to help others get better. Because my wife almost left me in 2001 because I was so negative. So the positive guy was actually very negative. And I began researching ways I could be more positive when she threatened to leave. I said, I want to stay married. I got to work on this. And I began taking these walks of gratitude because you can't be stressed and thankful. So that began the shift of working to become a more positive person. And then it's been strategies and reading and positive psychology. And then looking at faith and seeing the truth there and the belief there of how that really helps. Because guys who pray are more connected. And when they're more connected, they will be in a higher state of mind. When you're disconnected, you'll be in a lower state of mind. The root for the Greek word of anxious means to separate and divide. So guess what? When you're anxious, you're feeling separate and divided and disconnected. You're going to be in a lower state of mind. You'll feel powerless. You'll have a lot of clutter, a lot of anxiety. So my stuff that I wrote about in The One Truth, I'm telling you, it is next level in terms of mindset and understanding. But that came about on a search and a quest, and then a lot of walks of prayer and a lot of receiving of these ideas that I now share with these leaders. I got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was unbelievable. The amount of love casts out fear. You can't be stressed and thankful at the same time. The actual definition for the Greek word of anxious is separated and split or something. That is just, the amount of those that you have is remarkable. Just in this conversation, 19 time New York Times bestseller. That is a lot of words. That is a lot of words.
A lot of time.
That is a lot of words that are happening, and we appreciate you sharing your mission with so many people, us included. AJ has a question for you, John.
Yeah, John, as far as I know, you meet with a lot of CEOs as well that are running big companies. How much like carryover, how much crossover is there in the issues that those people have compared to athletes? I feel like when I talk to business people, like they're all dealing, like everyone has the same kind of issues, leadership, communication issues. Like what's the carryover there between sports and that business world?
Yeah, I always get asked that question. Do the principles carry over sports and business? They're the same. I work with a ton of high-level leaders, a lot of CEOs, same principles apply. At the leadership level, you're dealing with issues, your own personal challenges. You're either leading from your wound or you're healing. And if you don't address the wound that you have as a leader, you're not going to lead very well. But a leader who heals others. A leader who grows others. So for me, it's all about how can I help the leader grow? And then how can I help them build a great culture and team with these same principles? And again, the same principles apply. Evan Spiegel with Snapchat years ago, 2017, 2018, he read my book, The Power of Positive Leadership, that you guys showed on your show last week. And he read that book, reached out to me. I went to go work with his leadership team, his top leaders, and he said, John, we are so full of pessimism. We have so much negativity coming at us. Instagram is coming after our business. Wall Street is beating us down. He said, just help us stay positive. Like that was the message. And I went there, worked with their leadership team, and he talks about, like, this is very real. He was on my podcast sharing how his transformation from negative to positive and the team's transformation, the leadership team, a leadership team that is not connected at the top will crumble at the bottom. So as they became more connected and they worked on their own optimism and belief, that turned around their company and had a lot of success. And again, same thing, Miami Heat. 11-30 the year I spoke to them, the first half of the year. They finished 30-11. They didn't make the playoffs that year, but they were a great example. Stay positive, stay connected. Yeah. We see so many teams get discouraged, negative, they give up. You cannot give up. You cannot get discouraged. Keep on moving forward with that optimism and belief. And the research is clear on this. It helps you perform at a higher level, and your team will have greater results as a result of this. It's not snake oil, whoever said that.
I like that. I like that you've had to battle the snake oil, folks. You had actual stats, 11-30. 30-11 on the other side.
How's that?
My dad was a New York City police officer, undercover narcotics. So I dealt with negativity every day. So I know what it's like. So when I hear negativity, I had to overcome it my whole life.
Okay, I'm not even going to dive into how you feel about weed after hearing about that, but I do appreciate you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope a man will continue to hear from, especially on Feel Good Fridays. We appreciate that. Any final thoughts for the people watching and us as we head into the weekend? Just something to think about?
Yeah, if this is Feel Good Friday, like my favorite piece of advice is from Dr. James Gills. He's the only person on the planet to complete 6 double Ironman triathlons. That's double Ironman, which means you do an Ironman. A day later, you do another one. And the last time he did it, 59 years old, he was asked how he did it. He said this: I've learned to talk to myself instead of listen to myself. He said, if I listen, I hear the fear, the negativity, the doubt, all the reasons why I can't finish this race. But if I talk to myself, I could feed myself with the words and the encouragement I need to keep on moving forward. We got to be our own greatest encouragers today. Like Feel Good Friday, encourage yourself, encourage others, and you'll have the power and the courage to keep going after it. Because the word encourage means to put courage into. So go after it.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, buy one of his 19 New York Times best-selling books. That's John Gordon. Thank you, man.
Yay,
Hey,
John.
thank you guys. Honored.
Thank you. I'll tell you what.
Sold me.
I do a lot of talking. I've been doing, I think, a little bit too much listening sometimes to myself, you know? And then some people are forced to listen to me talk. I couldn't even imagine what that's like. I apologize. But, AJ, I like that note, okay? Because be careful what you say. You're listening. You know, I've heard people say that before. Be careful what you say about yourself. You're listening and everything. His big, I mean, there was a lot of things in there. The amount of words that were bars. Yeah, the Greek definition for the word anxiety is that. It's like, holy hell. This guy's done the research. I appreciate him doing that. That's why, like, you know, when a team's all in, back in the day, it used to be like, you know, you don't want to have people around you that all feel the same way. Like people like kind of talk shit about people that have a group of people around them that all feel the same way. You know, like you're enabling or you're wrong. You need differing opinions. You need different ideas. You need different likes. You need different this. You need people that need to go against because then you find your best. It's like, I don't know, man. Every team I've ever been on, even if we think the shit's stupid, if we all are going, somehow the stupid stuff ends up working, you know? It's like, I appreciate that him coming from sports, that is his message. It's like, hey, we need everybody all in, and we all need to be thinking that this is good, not bad. Because as soon as you let the little bit of bad out, that thing's gonna grow and fester, and then you become what we like to call a cancer. And obviously not in the form of the severity of actual cancer, which we'll be celebrating somebody kicking the hell out of that here in about 20, 30 minutes or so. But it's like that thing spreads, you know? And I think that's probably why he talks to the executives and CEOs and leaders. It's like, hey, everybody has to have the same messaging because if not, everything's going to get divided. I believe it. I like what teams are doing, bringing them in. Teams bring people in to speak all the time. The fact that he's actually continuing to do it, and once people hear him and reap the benefit, they tell other people to do it. I think that's a big-time compliment to somebody in his world, AJ.
Absolutely. And think of the he can't even talk about all of them, but the coaches and the CEOs, the people he's actually helped. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they're bringing him in. He's bringing value to their team.
Snapchat's up here, right, in the business world? Yeah, I think so. Heat have won, right? Championship?
Yeah, they got pretty good culture there, I think.
Yeah.
McDonald just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's not fair.
He's flexing his shit, huh? John Gordon? I don't know. You tell me. Is that good? Snapchat pretty good? Yeah. Miami Heat? Pretty good organization, they say? Yeah, best organization, some say? Okay, interesting. How about Seahawks? Have they been good recently?
I guess we could have asked them, hey, what do you have an example of a team or a business you talked to and they got worse? We could have asked that.
Call him back.
Who didn't listen to you?
Call him back.
I mean, he built the Jags. Like, if you're a Jaguars fan.
Sounds like a 19-time New York Times bestseller was a part of, like, trying to figure out how we keep this thing rolling. I like that these young coaches are cool with reaching out to somebody to help them. Now, on that note, are they all going to do the same thing, though?
Yeah. How do you
copycat league?
No, it's tailored.
You say it all the time.
But there's no secret. It's true. Like, I don't think there's no secrets he's telling you. It's like anything else. Like, how do you be good at anything? I don't know. Do it every single day. Be consistent. Like, there's no secrets.
Yeah,
Just
work
how
your
you
ass
go
off.
about it.
Enjoy it, because if you enjoy it, guess what you're going to do? All the extra stuff. What's the extra stuff? Work. So that it is. I've heard a lot of messages, okay, from a lot of coaches, and obviously we see it on the internet all the time. the ability to deliver the message is kind of the important part of the message, because if it's the same, you're not going to really listen or retain it. That's why Chuck Pagano was awesome as a head coach, because he's saying, hey, we got to work hard, we got to be accountable, we got to do this. But the way in which he's telling that story, is the reason. That's the special sauce. Good for John Gordon. Hey, good for him, man. I am just incredibly happy for him. And I'm thankful that he stopped by and shared some free words.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like those are probably expensive.
Mm-hmm. You think he told Liam Cohen to fight Bob Saleh? Like, hey, by the way, when you go out to San Fran, your team needs to know that you're a hard guy too. Try and fight him.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a guy who, after my conversations with him, super positive.
Mm-hmm.
He's also now the great. I don't want to say it because he's so young, so it'd be obviously a bit premature. Yeah. A man who is doing things as a starting pitcher in MLB that nobody has ever done in the history of MLB. A man who is throwing closer-like pitches, who only have to throw like 9 to 20 pitches a game, in a starting role, which is like 70, 80, 90 pitches a game. I think he has the top, I don't know the number, 30, 40, 50 of whatever, fastest pitches of this year, maybe 70, 80 for starting pitchers. But then in the history of starting pitchers, he has like the top whatever. This guy hit 105.5 miles per hour in a game. And then the next pitch, 103, 104, 104, 103. Hitters are just walking in there, literally watching smoke with this guy. And he just so happens to be this incredibly long-armed fella. Comes from Kansas, I think. Literally. I think he comes from Kansas. And from his freshman year on, they said, you're going to be a pitcher. His school has he's the only, and now he's in talks to be maybe the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now from the Milwaukee Brewers, the Miz, Jacob Mizorowski.
Yeah, Miz.
Are you from Kansas?
I'm from Missouri, but from Kansas City.
Fuck. I knew it was close. I had some drinks. I thought I had it all.
You're right there. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Kansas City, Missouri. But everything else was accurate, right? I do believe with what I was saying. How's the body feel? Obviously, with how hard you pitch, everybody just assumes that your body has to be going through it, especially with how long a season is. How do you feel? How's the arm? And how are the vibes around the Miz? Are you super positive like John Gordon just told us about all the time? Or how do you kind of feel at this stage of the season?
Yeah, no, body's feeling good. Team vibe is amazing right now. We're having fun, winning ball games, but staying positive. So, it's still a long season. We got 2 months left. So, and hopefully some more after that. But no, it's looking good.
People are saying that you can't throw 107. Aren't they saying that?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
105.5, whoop-de-doo. That's what they're saying, 107, 108, untouchable. How are you kind of dealing with that? Are you feeling like because the most important baseball is still, like to your point, 2 months out. And whenever you're throwing 70 pitches over 100 miles an hour in one outing, people are calling you an alien. How kind of are you dealing with that? Are you getting stronger through the year? Like, how do you kind of feel and see it all going at this stage of your career?
Yeah, no, still getting stronger. I feel like I haven't stopped, getting stronger throughout the year. So, there's still a lot of work to be done, but I'm feeling good. If it comes out in postseason and, I hit a 7, I'll be happy, but if all I get this year is 105.5, I'll be just as happy.
It sounds like 107 is potentially on the tip of your fingertips.
Skipping 106.
Is that what it is? Yeah, skip 106.
Yeah, see ya.
Maybe, oh, my God. Could you imagine postseason, Game 7 or something? He's out there. Place is going absolutely apeshit. Maybe it's World Series. That'd be fun. Why not? Why not for the Brewers? Hey, why not for the Brewers? It's Game 7. World Series. This kid from Kansas City, Missouri is on the mound, and everybody's there for the show. He knows it. He feels it. Guess what we got, too? Wind coming in. Wind coming in. Wind's coming in. There's a chance 107, 108. Could you imagine? You would shut down the entire earth. Everybody would say, how can a human body do this? And then the immediate next question is this going to be the new normal? Have you ever seen, is there other people, for instance, it's my name's on the show. I didn't go to a kicking camp for a large part of my early kicking years. I was just me on a football field with my dad kicking balls, and then I would watch others at games, and they couldn't do shit. So I was kicking 30, 40 yards behind these other people at the local shit that I was at. Then I go to a national camp and I see Thomas Morstead's there. Thomas Morstead, who now is in his 19th year, and he was hitting a punt I was like, oh, I didn't know other people could do that. Have you shown up anywhere where you've seen arms similar to yours? Like, how abnormal in your life is seeing somebody match you? And is this what the future looks like? Are there going to be more of yous out there?
I don't know. I think with the technology nowadays, it could happen. Could be this is the norm, but I kind of doubt it. I think where we're at with the average being 95, I think that's where it's going to stay. So, but no, I was the same way. I worked out with my dad in my backyard, through high school and everything like that. So I'm you kind of show up random places. Like there's an event going on right now called Area Code, and you'll have a handful of guys that can throw 100, but no, it's pretty rare to find.
Yeah. Turns out I was in Kansas City in the backyard with my dad. Then I showed up at this thing, Area Code, and everybody said, holy shit, where's that guy from? And then that's just kind of how it's been for me, in this entirety. The guy made the All-Star game last year after 5 starts.
Yep. Yeah.
So the baseball community understands what the Miz is. I want all of us to understand what you are. AJ has a question for you, Miz.
Yeah, Miz, how are you continuing to throw this hard this late in the season? How are you able to get stronger? I would assume you have a crazy routine. We know all you pitchers do, especially the day after you pitch, like all your rehab. What's that been like throughout the season? How do you plan on continuing to get stronger and stronger as you go?
Yeah, for me, I like taking a day off after pitching, so I don't do anything. So I go in and work out in the training room, and that's about it. Mostly soft tissue stuff, and I have a guy in there, Jevin. He's the man. But no, I'm still working out 2 to 3 times a week in between starts in our weight room, and getting after it a little bit. But
doing a lot of squats, Miz. I know especially like Raj Clemens, that whole era. Those guys prior, they had gigantic legs.
Yeah. Did you get a BBL too? The legs look a lot bigger this year.
No BBL.
Okay, it's earned. I like that.
Yeah, it is. Our guys in the street and our weight room, Jason, he's been really getting after me. So it's been a lot of work. So it's been fun.
72-43, leading the NL Central.
Yeah, they're good.
Just an absolute wagon of a team over there. Trade deadline, you guys were a huge piece of that. Obviously, that comes and goes. I think you do pick up somebody, but everybody thought maybe Scooble was coming to the lineup. As we talk about the rest of the season and kind of expectations within the clubhouse, Tone has a question for you.
Yeah, I do, Miz. Obviously, you guys had a great postseason run last year. What is the messaging going this year as the season closes out? And obviously, you're going to be in the postseason. What's Pat Murphy's message this year? Is it any different than last year?
Yeah, I think it's the same as last year. I think, at the least, it's going to be building on what we did last year. And, the success we had last year, we're just going to try and stack that on top of it and, do a little better.
Miz, I can't wait to watch it all. Now, we have a cold FaceTime, and this is awesome that this happened. Ladies and gentlemen, joining myself, AJ Hawk, and The Miz is WWE superstar, The Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
It is The Miz, the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. First ever 2-time Grand Slam champion in the history of WWE. 22 titles in my name. That is The Miz.
The Mike is here, obviously. The Miz is the pitcher for the Brewers. We appreciate you stopping by, Mike. Now, have you seen The Miz in his rise to superstardom in MLB? And kind of how do you feel? Cold FaceTime here. How do you feel as now The Mike, which I think is...
First off, I am The Miz. I'm the only Miz. I'm the real Miz. But here's the thing. I get Google alerts every day. I've gotten it since I've started in WWE 20 years ago. And it's always like The Miz is WWE champion. The Miz is Intercontinental champion. The Miz is the host of American Gladiators on Prime. Now I get The Miz is throwing 106 miles an hour. And I wasn't throwing 106 miles an hour. And every time I hear AJ or Tone or you say, yeah, Miz, I'm like, what? And it's like, oh, it's not about me? Like, I like things about me, Pat. You know me.
Yeah, I know The Mike very well.
It's The Miz.
It was that?
It's The Miz.
That is The Miz, yes. AJ Hawk, The Miz, The Mike. Me, right to left there. We were just letting everybody know. Where are you right now, the Mike?
I'm in Philadelphia. We have a show for SmackDown tonight, and it's going to be on USA Network. You're not going to want to miss it. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I was at SummerSlam last week. I'm all over the place. I've won so many titles. And the person, by the way, Jacob, why couldn't you? There's so many nicknames out there. Like 106 miles an hour, it could be Wild Thing, Jacob Mizorowski, or it could be the Jake. Like that's what we used to call our place in Cleveland for the Cleveland Guardians, the Jake. It could be the Jake. What do you mean it? No, it's a beautiful stadium.
No, the Miz is a great name.
Yeah,
and his name is.
I know that's why I did it 20 years ago.
It was gifted to me. It was gifted.
Yeah, you earned it over there, Jacob. Don't you worry about any of this. You've earned it. Your last name's Mizorowski. The guy popped out like this. I don't know what you want.
It's spelled M-I-S. It's not even M-I-Z. I'm an M-I-Z. He's spelled an M-I-S.
All right, thanks to Mike. We appreciate
Mike.
you.
Good work, Mike.
No,
the Mike. Sorry about that, Miz.
It sounds like I need to get on WWE and we need to have a fight about this.
Yes.
I don't know how the Brewers are going to handle that one, but I think we need to make that happen.
Hold on, he's still on. Keep him muted, though. He's yelling. All right, the mic. Get the mic out of here. See you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. The mic was riled up.
Oh, my God. Jacob, we're
Check
sorry.
them out with the belt next time, and, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Do that for your start.
Put me back on.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Why was the mic called The Miz in the first place?
Yeah, his last name is Bazan, and it does have a Z in there. But on that note, the mic. He's a guy from Ohio.
Yeah.
He's good on the mic, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a great name.
Hey, we'll do this fight for you until you need to handle it. But we appreciate the hell out of you. You earned it. And thank you for taking time out of your life with us. And tell the team we said what's up.
No, we'll do. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Miz!
Yeah, Miz!
That was incredible.
He's awesome.
Look at the mic. Look at the mic.
Still upset.
The mic.
You can hang up on it.
Big.
That was
Still
incredible.
upset? Are you kidding me? That's what he just said.
Oh, no.
I'm sweating.
That's the mic.
Does he have a match tonight? Do we know?
Yeah, he's losing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Again.
Come on. 22-time champ.
Oh, my God.
A long time ago.
Oh, shout out to the mic, man.
Intercontinental.
Hey,
Shout out to the mic.
That's why. I mean, he makes me laugh, dude. He always has. I'm telling you.
Love the mic.
Real right. He's still yelling.
He's not hanging up.
All right, thanks, dude. That's the Mike football.
That's the mic.
Man.
Host of American Gladiators. The mic.
Season 2. I'm here. They're telling me what he's yelling in the back. What'd you say, the mic?
I said I will hit dingers off that dude. I was the captain of the Normandy High School baseball team, and I could hit him.
Okay, all right, that's the mic. Whew.
Oh,
he's the best.
Oh, my God. That was spectacular.
Love
Hey, no other. Has there been any WWE superstars that call him the mic, like in a match ever?
I'll tell you what.
Hopefully that doesn't start happening.
Yeah, certainly not tonight here in Philadelphia.
No, that'd be bad. That'd be tough.
There's no wrestling fans that watch this show, so like it's going to be hard for us. We got to get that into the dirt sheet somehow.
Yeah. Call Big Dom.
Call
Big Dom now.
Anything you need. You know what we need, Dom? We need the mic chance at this guy
in
tonight.
Philly tonight.
He would be so mad. Could you imagine? Oh my God! He's still hanging here. By the way, yeah.
It's not happening.
Not gonna happen. I don't know.
The mic. The mic. The mic. The mic. The mic. The mic. The mic.
I could hear. He said, "You guys are supposed to be my friends." That's what I could read.
We are. We're helping them.
We're telling you, dude. There's no stopping a 105.5 mile an hour train in America's pastime. Okay, that guy might go down as the greatest starting pitcher in history of baseball, and he just so happens to have a great nickname.
And he's young.
The Miz. I mean, it is an incredible nickname.
It's a compliment to the mic. I mean, the mic should understand that. Hey. Just because there's a new Miz in town doesn't mean that he should be all butthurt. The Miz has been passed. To the real Miz. He plays baseball now.
Oh,
the
we
mic
can hear
is
you.
just-
We
the
can
mic
hear
is
you
just
still.
the mic.
Oh, the mic left.
Yeah.
The mic left.
Oh.
And the mic shouldn't be bummed out. It was a good era. It's like Kobe Bryant switching his number.
Yep.
Well, he gave himself the nickname, right?
Yeah, on Real World.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a long time ago. I would assume others have called him Miz. And his last name being Mizanin. I assumed maybe people growing up were like, that's the mic, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
So call me Miz. And then finally people were like, no. And then eventually.
I do like that The Miz, though, said, maybe I got to go to the WWE, I guess, and smack this guy around a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, you do.
Should.
Oh, my God.
Been in the weight room.
I did. That was beautiful. Okay, let's move off of the mic and The Miz. Two different people.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz, 105.5 mile an hour pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers, are currently in the lead in the NL Central.
Yes, well done.
In the whole MLB, which should make you feel better, at least.
And the whole MLB. This guy's the guy for the best team in baseball.
Good baseball team.
And then the Mike is a 22-time champion in WWE. He's a reality TV star. Over 50 episodes of Miz and Mrs. Now, they can run that back with the Mike and Mrs.
Yeah.
Whole new opportunity for him. New merch.
How about that?
The chat was saying when those two were up on the screen next to each other was the Miz and Mrs. That's what the chat was saying.
Oh. No.
Dang.
Wow. If he wants to go by the Mrs. too, he could cut. We would like to let the Mike know he can pick whatever he wants. If he wants to go by the Mrs., that's cool. But
MIZUS?
Yeah, exactly. The Mrs. And maybe it's an apostrophe too.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
owns the Mrs., because, there's a lot of things. Okay, before we have there's already merch.
Really?
There's already merch.
Oh, no way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The mic first check?
Another revenue stream.
That's money.
That's right.
You know how
Another
many
revenue.
mics?
He just got that new house out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news for him. He's got a whole new career as the Mike.
So many Michaels would buy that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Every Mike you know.
So many mics.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Top of your mind right there, 10 mics.
Yes. Mike Jordan.
He would definitely get in on this.
Yeah, Mike B. Jordan.
It's crazy that MJ wasn't the Mike, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
he's probably kicking himself right now.
Yeah. The Mike should maybe be thankful that name's still available with all the great mics that there have been.
So right.
All right. Look, here he is. I mean, I didn't know we already had a photo shoot happening. It's amazing.
So he's in on it.
So he's building it.
All right, let's recap the week from a sports perspective, especially with the NFL happening, before we send up to Year of the Buffalo, who's going to be performing here. Year of the Buffalo is a duo, a band out of Ohio. Two friends that make absolute bangers. Singer for that particular band is named Jacob Trago. He, to be honest, his story is one that I'm excited for people to get to learn about. You're talking about hardworking, good dude, great at sports, loves sports, then has 3 bouts with colon cancer, young. Beats it, 7 months in remission, make an album, okay? So now he's getting a chance to continue to do it, has a perspective of life, and has been kicking ass, and we've known him since the beginning of this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for the world. He can really sing.
Oh, yeah, he got great pipes.
Good beard, too. Good beard, too. I think he lost that beard for a portion of the battle, and I think there was,
True.
was that thing going to come? It came back. We just saw it. This thing is beautiful.
Strong.
So that'll be closing out this particular Feel Good Friday. I cannot wait for them to absolutely crush it. But before we get to that, we have to recap the great that happened in football. The great that has happened around training camps. AJ, are you looking forward to some things that aren't ass, pal?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Okay, let's go to Minnesota. How about Justin Jefferson still floating, still making great catches, still electrifying? Hey, double team. Now people are going to talk about the throw. Was that a good one? I don't know. Had to slow down. Did the defense want to get underneath Justin Jefferson's legs? I don't think so. But watching him jump and snag is just another indicator that football is back, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, it is. I feel like we see highlight catches, like 30 of them every single day during training.
Yeah, 7-on-7 culture growing up, I think, has made a lot of the talent outside better and more spectacular. The 50-50 ball is more so 70-30 balls at this stage of life because of how much work and practice goes into all the highlights throughout their football career. There's another highlight coming out, and I think this is just a nice reminder. Juwan Jennings, the man who's an absolute dog, he's a member of the Vikings. And it was Kyler Murray hitting him in stride perfectly. That guy will fight you. San Francisco 49ers lost him, not really being talked about a lot. That's a culture setter that goes to Minnesota no matter who the quarterback is, Tone.
Yeah, he's a dog, and if you do have JJ, you have Jettas as your number one, and Jordan Addison, and then Juwan Jennings, that's a really nice wide receiver core to have.
Yeah, who's going to be the quarterback? We shall see. Open competition, says Ian Rappaport, who was over there and talking to people. Let's go to the Chiefs. They're still around, and the favorites to win the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes is back. Travis Kelce, look at the feet. You see the feet. You see the feet, AJ. That's clean. The feet are sweet. As Travis Kelce snack. I'll go back. That was poor.
That right's in. That right one's dragging. Yeah.
Hold on. Slowly. Foxy's about to. Foxy, you put yourself in this position. Try to stop it the first time. We got
there.
A little bit more.
One more.
A little bit more. He's dragging on the bottom of a video right now, like you would be doing on X or something. Is how he's. There.
Sorry. That's a tough one on the knob here.
Yeah, that is a fascinating find. Fascinating way to describe
Is that what you control it with?
Yeah, a little bit of a knob.
Tiny little knob.
Yeah, he's got a little knob, He would say average size, or maybe above average knob. Travis Kelce with a great catch. They're all the way back. Travis saying he is going to have a year in which he is proud of, obviously. He has not wanted to go out the way the final couple years have gone. 2 years ago, he didn't play his best ball. Last year, they were out of the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes was hurt. He was playing against the Tennessee Titans in a week 18 matchup with nothing on the line. We saw Travis out there. He said, that ain't going to be how this ends. They're trying to run it back. This type of catch happening in training camp, good for the Chiefs. Love everything about it. Okay, let's go to Arizona, shall we? A lot of people dogging on Marvin Harrison Jr. A lot of people only showing his drops. How about this? Hey, is that Carson Beck spinning that thing?
Yeah, I believe so.
Unbelievable. Had a deep shot last night to Brooks. Here in practice, Marvin Harrison Jr. making a diving play. AJ, it was only a matter of time before he figured out how to catch a ball again, right?
Yeah, it is. It's glad to see him doing this. Obviously, the drops seem to spread around the internet much faster than the catches do.
Jacoby deep ball. I apologize for getting that wrong. Jacoby, starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Carson Beck, fresh off a potential Hall of Fame performance in a Hall of Fame game last night. Whatever the case, Marvin Harrison was on the sideline. McBride was on the sideline. Jeremiah Love was on the sideline. Their offense looks efficient. Can their defense get a stop? Can the offensive line protect? Are the Cardinals not absolute ass?
We shall see.
I think go back to your tweet.
I will not overreact to one half of Hall of Fame game.
They got weapons.
In the second half or the first half, can't do that. Let's go to New England, shall we? The story is loud. A.J. Brown goes to the New England Patriots. Well, he's number one, alpha, going against Christian Gonzalez, who's number one corner, alpha, and I guess they've been getting after it every single snap. Here's Gonzo draped on AJ. Perfect throw by Drake. Incredible catch by AJ Brown. I love the battle happening, AJ.
Yeah, I don't think you can put enough, you cannot, measure this, but these guys going against each other every single day and continuing to battle and compete, it is gigantic for this football team, I think.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're in midseason form because you can get exposed and embarrassed every day at practice by somebody else, especially if they want that smoke. And allegedly, Gonzo and A.J. Brown both want the smoke. Here's Gonzo making a play. Give me that thing. So he's draped all over A.J. A.J. has to make contested catches, and we're less than a week into training camp. As a Boston fan, as a New England Patriots diehard, you have to love seeing good on good, iron sharpens iron. Shout out to all the NFL social media teams.
Yeah, bingo. Couldn't have said it better myself or 32 other ways. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, there hasn't been players of this caliber in so long going up against each other for New England on the same exact team. So seeing them is great. A.J. Brown today said, hey, yeah, we need to start practicing against another team because it's about to boil over. You can tell it's getting heated. Wouldn't want to be the team they're joint practicing with.
Did they have a shovey yesterday?
I believe so. I think they had to get separated multiple times.
I like that, AJ.
I love it.
I love everything about that, especially because they're only getting better there. And then once you get to a game, you would assume both sides will think this is much easier than what we have to do every day.
Who are they joint practicing with?
The Colts.
Uh-oh.
That'll be a good test for both teams.
Going to make the Colts better and going to make the Patriots better.
That's right. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Let's go to Tampa Bay. Nobody's saying thank you. Baker Mayfield says, I don't love what happened contractually, but let me hit Teddy Hurst, the third. for a tutty. Back shoulder, what a play. We all assume Baker's going to play his ass off because of the spite and the chip on his shoulder. Will he be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers forever? Who cares? They're doing this right now. AJ, you know what? I was super against the Bucs because Vita Vea wants out of town. Mike Evans has left. Levante David's retired. Baker Mayfield's not happy with anybody. It's hard to win. But then I remember Baker might play his best football, and if he does that, who cares about any of it, AJ?
Yeah, who cares? He may not be there next year. He is there this year for sure. And you know Baker with a chip on his shoulder, that's how he thrives. So I think this is going to be a good year for him.
Everybody in the 313, put your hand in the air and follow me. There's some highlights coming from MCDC, but we haven't really seen a lot of these. Jared Goff deep to J-Mo. What a catch. Thought he was going to blow out his knees. Don't love how ugly that fall was. Love how athletic he is. He stands right up. We forget that they have one of the fastest wide receivers in all of ball, and Jared Goff loves hitting him deep. If this offense can continue to hum and Goff can continue to remind everybody that he is a franchise quarterback, that his name is the only chant really in the entire city of Detroit. Are the Lions not asked this year? Foxy, what are your thoughts as you watch this?
Yeah, I love everything about this. J-Mo, back-to-back 1,000-yard season. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown on the other side, and Gibbs just got paid. You mentioned fastest receivers in the NFL. J-Mo and Gibbs are the two fastest players on the Madden game this year.
Okay.
That's a lot of speed.
Can we protect the quarterback to be able to take advantage of that?
That's the key. That is the key.
Okay, let's go to, nope, that's it. Great highlights.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, great
Nasty.
stuff. And as we wrap up this Feel Good Friday, we would like to showcase a band, Year of the Buffalo, and a man who has a documentary coming out on August 12th with the incredible content group No Laying Up, telling the story of his life, and it's titled Keep Showing Up. This man has battled cancer 3 times already in his life, 7 months in remission right now. Obviously, optimism's through the roof. If he has to fight again, he will do as such. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Hands That Bleed, Jacob Trago, in Year of the Buffalo. Yeah, boys. Woo!
No more lines today. I got bills to pay. And it's my right to say my days are done. I got wants and needs, and I got hands that bleed. 'Cause there are mouths to feed, more than one. This shoulder road I'm headed down again, like I'd always done before. These old lies I tell myself again, how this time it just means more. I got aches and pains, and I got eyes that strain to see what I've gained in losing you. I can't sleep at night. I should have held you tight. Thought I knew the wrong from right, but that ain't true. This shoulder road I'm headed down again, like I'd always done before. These old lies I tell myself again, how this time it just means more. You said you needed more when you walked out the door. What's all the fighting for between you and me? I know I've done you wrong. That's why I wrote this damn song. Though we just move along, too blind to see. This shoulder road I'm headed down again, like I'd always done before. These old lies tell myself again how this time just means this short road I'm headed down again, like I'd always done before. These old lies I tell myself again, how this time just means more. How this time just means more. How this time just means more.
Hell yeah, boys! That's Dan Seaverse and Jacob Trago. Year of the Buffalo. I'm going to tell you, boys, incredible performance.
Thank you.
Phenomenal job. And we missed the fucking last 20 seconds of it. Just want to let you know that.
Let's ride, baby.
Okay. I'm happy you're not mad about it. But we appreciate you so much for coming out here. We cannot wait to watch your documentary. And Trago, just know that from all of us following along with your journey, you have inspired the fuck out of us, buddy. We appreciate you sharing your story with the world. I think you will inspire others. And I hope that people will go listen to Year of the Buffalo, because those two Ohio fucks up there.
Real talents.
Real talents. And we're very grateful. AJ, anything to say to your fellow Ohioans, especially Trago, as he's about to be a very vulnerable position, kind of telling his story to the world with his documentary coming out August 12th?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's unbelievably inspiring. It's awesome what you guys have been able to do, and obviously fighting through all that you have. But I'm not surprised, being a gritty, tough guy from Ohio. So keep doing what you guys are doing.
Hey, keep showing up, and we appreciate the hell out of you boys. That's Year of the Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in about 3 to 5 to 10 minutes. You're the best. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. Take 5. Good work, boys.
AJ always liked to say the good old days we're living up this breathless stress. God bless. We killing them perspectives a necessity. These days especially. So if you wait, you should take some time to live a pleasantry.
12 teams counting down to 1. We're trying to find a national champion, and it starts right here in Norman with the Boomer.
Hey, look at that fucking belt buckle. That's a little small. Who's that? Who's that? Like, that's George Strait. Don't you fucking forget it.
Oklahoma's the last team standing. I hear you wild fucking maniacs going crazy. You deserve what you earn in this life. You'll get burned, the world turns, you'll be fine. Don't concern with the hurt, feel divine. You'll emerge as the pure Dylan shrine. Universe isn't first, it's on time. You live yours, I live mine, no cosign. $1.5 million.
Yeah, Malachi Tony's an explosive play waiting to happen. Malachi Tony outside, touchdown, Miami! Marceline shotgun, looking to his left. Sweet! Touchdown with his second pick of the game. He said as soon as he saw me wear the hat, he wanted to shove it up my fucking ass.
So many people paralyzed by fake problems. See all the negativities impairing all their prophecies. Never fail, always win, gotta be philosophy. This life is one and done, it's an actual anomaly, that's why.
Tonight it's Darius Butler versus AJ Hawk in the Cotton Bowl.
He has been able to do whatever he wanted all year.
Keontae's back. Should have been a Thorpe Award winner. Big six, baby. Big time play.
Stop it.
Big time play.
Keontae Scott was the stadium.
All right, Foxy, you better tell me if you're filming him. I do not give consent.
Not in this ball.
Keep on. Yeah, buddy. Crib that thing.
Got a mismatch over there with Jeremiah Smith.
That's where he looks. Jeremiah Smith. Catches. Touchdown. This is Texas. You can't hold him. Touchdown.
I caught it.
Oh,
you did?
No.
Caught him on the head.
Shamar Brown. Oh, no good. No loss call by Ohio State. Touchdown. Hurricanes. This game is over. The Miami Hurricanes have won the Cotton Bowl.
Good for you. Good for you. I need that Ohio State jersey. It's time to put Bill. Oh, no.
Cheers to all you motherfuckers. Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, boys.
Hey, it's been a hell of a year.
That's why AJ always like to say the good old days we're living on this breathless stress. God bless. We're killing them. Perspectives are necessity. These days especially. So if you wait, you should take some time to live a pleasantry. Anchors out, identify. Life is lit, I guess that's why.
A couple times last night, I could have got you with a double leg.
You're going to get nice and beat up when I see you.
Indiana Hoosiers are winning the Rose Bowl.
What do you do?
Are they getting in the paint? Oh, what a grab! What a grab! Unbelievable! What a start for IU. Indiana's going to be up by 10 points against Alabama. Breaks a tackle. Breaks two balls. Jump ball. Touchdown. Omar Cooper Jr. Elijah Surratt. Touchdown in the corner. Touchdown. Hoosiers. Walk down the IU bench. Saw Mendoza. Job well done, buddy. And then we happen to run into Sid. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. There's some things that USA has that nobody else does. College football is one of them. And a B-2 stealth bomber is another. Greatest country on earth, no questions asked. I just got a red, white boner. I think I got a little freedom erection happening as well.
Indiana Hoosiers, dude.
Fucking different in the Big Ten, baby. Yeah!
That's why AJ always like to say the good old days we're living on this breathless stress. God bless. We're killing them. Perspectives are necessity. These days especially. So if you wait, you should take some time to live a pleasantry.
Legends everywhere. Ray Lewis just stopped by. Michael and then Calais Campbell's walking by. This is what it is. Give me the Miami Hurricanes. Lacey being MVP tonight as he pops one open for an all-miss tunnel. Eventually, last play before the 2-minute timeout. He takes a shot to Marion, who's wide ass open. Touchdown! Marion, who once attended Darius Butler's football camp. Quick to Malachi Tony, one of the most explosive players in football. He breaks through. Malachi Tony to the clip. Trinidad. Carson Beck. He's going to run it himself. Congratulations, football. Congratulations, society. The U is back.
AJ always like to say the good old days we're living on this breathless stress. God bless. We killing them. Perspectives are necessity. These days especially. So if you wait, you should take some time to live a pleasant life.
Double leg at the natty. It's coming. Double leg at the...
Crush you, brother.
Shotgun. Pick six to start this. Fernando Mendoza spinning it. Touchdown. Omar Cooper Jr. Fernando Mendoza takes a shot to Becker. Touchdown. Hoosiers. Shake, rattle, touchdown. This ref incredibly jacked.
Indiana Hoosiers are going to national championship.
So many people paralyzed by fake problems. See all the negativities impairing all their prophecies. Never fail, always win, gotta be philosophy. This life is one and done, it's an actual anomaly. That's why
Win their first national championship. Ty, what's Sig saying here?
Hey, that's BS. Look, he's right under the chin strap. My quarterback's not even looking. He's taking one right in the mouth. Knock his teeth out.
Joyce in the punt. He's been out here a lot. Fernando keeps it himself. I'm going to run. Mendoza! Carson back to Malachi. This dude's unstoppable. Can he do it again for Miami? Takes a shot. Interception! Jabari Sharp says, give me that. And the Hoosiers of Indiana are your national champions in football.
Hey,
Why?
let's go.
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
McAfee on the line with a gorgeous assist.
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers,
You pink.
damn it! Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the DraftKings Thunderdome. On this Feel-Good Football Friday, August 7, 2026, Hour 3 of the program begins now.
Football!
Okay, you nailed it.
Good work.
This is A.J. Hawk, obviously former president of Ohio. The Toxic Table's here at Boston Connor and Dahn.
Yep, there we go.
Ty Schmidt being dad right now. Obviously, whenever nature calls, especially in the morning, you got to do what you got to do. Ty, family, we obviously love you. One half of the hammer,
Dahn.
Cowboys AP Tone is here. And Tone, I'll tell you what, a lot of people are saying it, including the man that was on the call last night. That was the best preseason game of all time last night. And that makes us think that just maybe, let's go to the other half of the hammer,
Dahn.
Cowboys Bubba Gumpino. This might just be
The best season yet.
That was your best one there, too, I think. Which is good because this might be the most meaningful conversations we've had in a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, also here's the man whose golden pipes you just heard alongside Dan Severs, the year of the Buffalo lead man, and also a man who has battled colon cancer 3 different times, is currently in the middle of a 7-month remission, and also has a documentary coming out about his mantra, his mindset, his life called Keep Showing Up with the No Laying Up folks on August 12th. Ladies and gentlemen, an Ohio lad, Jacob Trago.
Yay, Trago!
Thank you.
How you doing, man?
Doing well. Doing very well. Feeling strong, man.
Hey, you sounded great up there.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You know, we always get nervous about any time music happens in here or anything like that because we don't want our tech to fuck it up. You know, like we would like the microphone to work. We'd like all the microphones to work. The lights weren't really working there at the beginning. Had to fix that. You battled through the entirety. You absolutely crushed it up there. You sounded just like you sounded whenever we first met you 10 years ago. I don't know, 8 years ago?
7, 8 years ago.
So 8 years ago.
Long time.
You sound wonderful, but obviously the journey since then to now has been something that obviously nobody draws up. Can you tell us a little bit about the story? And can you tell us about right now what's happening with the 7-month remission? Feels like we're more optimistic than we've been in some time, even though we've kept showing up every single time.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, the mindset of keep showing up came very, very early after my diagnosis.
How old were you when you were first diagnosed?
I was 33 years old and diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And then, you kind of learn quickly how much you have control over in those situations. So I realized that all I could really do at that time was just walk through the door and keep walking through the door. And that's where that keep showing up mentality came from. And that's been it's been a pillar in my life. I say it to myself, 100 times a day, sometimes 1,000 times a day. And I've learned that over time that it's caught on with some other people and helped change some lives in that way too. So we've been battling. We've been 5.5 years now, just over since the diagnosis. The they've cut me in half a couple of times. I had a colostomy for a bit, 40 rounds of chemo, just kind of in and out all over the place. Hit remission a couple times, like you said. But last thing, I had a liver transplant in January. So January 5th, I had a liver transplant. And they found no residual cancer in my old liver. So we've been clear scanned since then. So right at 7 months.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, that's huge news.
Yeah.
That's huge news.
Thank
I mean, we talked to John Gordon earlier about a mindset and, having a belief. And if everybody's in, then obviously magical things can happen. Can you tell me a little bit about your wife?
Yeah, my wife is incredible, man. She's the reason I feel like I'm still here. She kept our life organized. She went to every doctor's appointment. She wrote down my weight and every note from every appointment. We've been over to 500, 600 appointments in the last couple of years, and she's tracked my weight. She even tracked my height for a little bit. I'm not sure why, but just in case we were, see how we were doing there. But no, she's my everything, man. She's the reason I get out of bed in the morning. She's the reason I say my prayers at the end of the day because I'm just so thankful. Like she's everything, bro.
And I assume we're going to see a lot of that in the Keep Showing Up documentary with the No Laying Up folks?
Yeah, so the conversation for the Keep Showing Up documentary, excuse me, I'm tripping a little bit. I went through so many roundabouts to get here.
Okay,
I'm a little,
okay. We got a lot out here in Indiana.
Busy, but
Ohio's got a bunch too. Let's not get crazy.
Oh, we're getting there, but it's nice to come back and just get a little spinning, I guess, for a second. But
this guy likes the old school stop sign.
Yeah,
I understand.
Who doesn't?
I like to let pass one through, let them go, and then we're on our way.
Yeah, have a little moment of
how
fulfillment.
we can say hi to each other,
Well, they're putting a roundabout out here. I know you probably know because our power's going out and internet's going out. So we got another one coming right down the pipe. Don't worry about it. If you need more, we got them out here in Indiana.
No, Columbus is growing just fine. We've got plenty. It looks like a beehive now. We're fine.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Columbus.
Columbus beehive.
Yeah, speaking of beehive, there's a Russian queen bee flying around your air now over there in Columbus.
That's what I heard. I heard Dr. AJ was out there. He had a suit on and everything. The cameras were going. I didn't see any of the pictures on the internet. He must have cleared those pretty quick.
Exactly. None of us have seen any of this. Yeah, you're 100% right.
He's got a hell of a PR team up there, and it's gritty.
Well, he's an Ohio State legend. That is a part of it all. You get that type of cover up, right? Isn't that what we've
all the time?
Yeah, bringing in a commie queen bee, just no problem at all. Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. But let's talk about the doc. How did it come together?
Yeah, absolutely. So the conversation started with my buddy Matt Golden, who's actually the director of the film, Golden Film Company, and then No Laying Up is actually hosting the documentary for us on their YouTube. So. That conversation started about 3 years ago and never really found a good time with what treatment we were doing and what kind of results we were getting. And then we started shooting last year. We felt it was go time. I was healthy enough to play some golf, and then that was leading up to the transplant too. So we played like one last hurrah show in our hometown, and that'll be a big feature on it. But it was just a really cool opportunity to share my love for golf, share my love for music, and share my love for my community and the people that have supported me. So.
Yeah, you're a good golfer. We've seen the internet clips. I'm excited for the world to watch it. You're going to have to give it a go back here,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm ready to ride. So.
Hey, Foxy's hit thousands of balls at
Lots
these holes.
of them, Jake.
Yeah, and you've been talking your little shit online, too. Foxy's been seeing it.
If Evan would like to get dunked on, I can try that.
Just make one. I need someone to make one.
Okay. Yeah, you've made both holes, right?
Yeah, I have made both holes, but since making them, it's been almost a year since doing it again.
Okay.
So that's what I've been working on.
Okay.
And we can't wait to see you out there do that. AJ actually has a question for you from over there in the Russian queen bee world.
Hit me.
Yeah, obviously, Trego, throughout this whole process, everything that you have been through, I guess, what is your mindset like now? What is your view on everything? I would imagine it gives you some perspective, everything you've been through, but what's it like now in the process with everything you've gone through?
Yeah, I think my whole mentality and how I view life is just completely different. What we went through was really, really hard, but I wouldn't change a thing to have the perspective that I have, right? I'm thankful for time. That's all I care about. Thankful for time with the people that I love. I'm thankful for time with my family. I'm thankful that we can celebrate each other, and that's, not chasing a paycheck or not chasing a job or chasing a certain whatever, not letting distractions be distractions anymore. So kind of giving things really an A or B, like does it give me purpose or does it not, right? And let's pursue our A's instead of the B's. So it's really all kind of shifted to a lot of things that have happened to my body. Like I had a pump, I had a colostomy bag for a while, I still have a port. A lot of those things I felt were blessings or burdens in my life and things I had to kind of drag me through But then when you had that mind shift, I was like, these are actually blessings. They're keeping me alive. They're giving me more time. Like, so turning your burdens into blessings, keep showing up. Like, all of those things like are on repeat in my head because I know those are my directions through life, and that's what's going to give me the opportunity to make those, right decisions when I get there.
What are all your blessings right now that you have? You say?
Yeah. So
you have a port still.
Yeah, I still have a port.
How about
up
the weight? You have a scar, obviously, right down the middle.
Yeah,
of
I've got. It looks like a checkerboard. It's kind of sick. It kind of looks like abs in the right light. Just like a little bit, but like something like that too. Like there's a bunch of scars all over my body. Like who cares? Like it's awesome. Like.
Think about everything you've been through.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you beat Foxy in golf too? What is this? Foxy's
And
got
basketball.
this. He's been running 6 miles every day. This guy is in better shape than you. Come in here, you in your words looking like a checkerboard, and then all of a sudden you just like Foxy. That'd be a tough day. This is your course.
I'd actually be A-okay if someone can just put one in there. So we need you today, Trey.
The clubs are in the
Put
truck,
it in.
brother.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, we're excited to watch that, and we're pumped that you are getting a chance to hear from people that have never known your story or anything like, and tell you how cool you are. There's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of that, and there's going to be a lot of people that are going through shit that are going to tell you, "Hey, thanks for telling me that it is possible." Especially with your angle, your mindset, and everything. August 12th, keep showing up with the folks from No Laying Up and Golden Films. How many cameras? We got a couple cameras?
There's some good shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're watching.
quality.
You got some like 8K. You got some real
good.
Matt's a talented dude. They're all wonderful people.
Yeah, it's good. You're proud of this, huh? Did you watch it? How many times have you watched it? How emotional was it watching?
Yeah, Roz and I watched it once just to kind of give a final say on it, and it was powerful, man. It's hard for me. I'm not a big after we play shows, I don't really like to talk. I like to kind of sit in the background and just kind of like. That's my emotional release. Now let me kind of catch my breath sort of deal. So it's one of those things where I have to get used to kind of seeing myself on the screen in that sort of fashion. But we want to share that vulnerability. We want to share the hard things so that when, like you said, if someone else is in my shoes later on, like I can watch this and, okay, if I have a mindset, right? Like now, a lot of doctors save my life. A lot of medicine save my life. A lot of those things save my life, but you got to have the mindset to show up anyway to get those things and pursue those things, right? So
stage 4. That's how many stages are that? One seems
that's
like
top.
It's as bad as it gets.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the top stage.
Yep. So it spread to my liver. So I had colon cancer. It started in my colon here and spread to my liver. I was given a colostomy for about 6 months. We did 6 rounds of chemo, then had another surgery to reverse that, another 6 rounds of chemo, and then tried an HAI pump and stuff like that. But it's been all over, man. Yeah.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
What a battle.
Hell yeah, Trey.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, especially as a sports dude.
Yeah.
Showcasing toughness to the world, mental toughness, mindset, belief,
Yeah.
and then battling through.
Absolutely, man.
Hell yeah, Trago. Proud of you, man.
Appreciate you.
We can't wait to watch.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, we're going to do another segment. I don't know what else we fucking do after that. I mean, that one is the one.
Yep.
And let's have an incredible weekend. Let's have the best weekend of all time.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Come
go.
on.
Who is your team?
As far as what sport?
You any of them?
I'm a Lions fan. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh,
congratulations.
Thank you. Huge.
I love that happened for you.
Yeah, I cried as a man. And what else? A Michigan State fan, Tigers fan. Yeah.
Wow, Michigan State, Tigers, and the Lions.
I was born in Michigan, but then grew up in Ohio, so I still like to tie up a little.
How do you feel about the Lions, man? Nobody's really talking about. I saw J-Mo make a big time catch, almost blow both of his knees out. He stood up. Yeah, okay.
It's a busy division, but I mean, let them talk about other teams. Like that's fine. We're gritty. Let's go.
A busy division is a great way to describe the
wanna
NFC
be.
North. I think it is a very busy
busy
division.
Very busy.
A lot of chatting. How about the Tigers? You guys just get rid of the best pitcher you got.
You know what? We still got McConaughey. I love that kid. He's exciting to watch play baseball. There's a lot of good still. There's a lot of chance, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm used to selling folks. It's kind of what they've done, right?
Shout out to the Pirates, too.
Shout out to the Pirates.
Shout out to everybody.
Need the salary.
I mean, Brewers might win the whole damn thing, though.
Yeah, they could.
Unless Scoobs and Shohei.
More likely.
Yeah, and all the boys, just
Exactly.
kind of. Best of 7 series. It's going to be tough to beat them, I guess.
Yeah, unless you're the Red Sox.
Or the Pittsburgh
Pirates.
Pittsburgh Riverhounds.
Riverhounds would give them a go.
Yes, they would.
Because I don't think the Dodgers could play soccer.
No.
I don't know. Actually, They probably can, but the Pittsburgh Riverhounds would definitely beat them. Okay, let's talk about Michigan State. How we doing? I know it's January, February. Izzo would lose in the March Madness tournament into April. Then there's May. I know that is the thought. We like basketball a lot. We love Izzo. We certainly do. We don't know if Michigan State is going to be able to provide everything that other schools are potentially able to do. But the football team, how we doing there?
Pat Fitzgerald.
New era.
Love
Hold on.
Here's the thing. I'm not expecting so many wins. I'm just expecting a culture change in Michigan State. Maybe win some closer games, maybe put away some easier teams that we should. But I love Pat Fitzgerald. I love his mentality. I've watched a lot of his videos and what he's telling the team. And if the boys listen to what they're told, they should be fine. So,
well said.
Great.
I like that.
Just follow the directions.
Their win total is only 4.5. You can take the over.
That guy made Northwestern.
I'd say he won at Northwestern.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is football guy.
Yes.
Yeah, he certainly is.
And he got the.
What's that?
What? He's got the.
Yeah.
He does the kiss. He does the kiss to all of his players, doesn't he? That's the guy.
Two cheeks.
Fitchy kisses his
Just
players?
one cheek.
Oh, just to one cheek.
Yeah, off the bus.
I didn't know he's kissing her cheeks.
I thought that's what Pat Fitzgerald's thing was.
Is
off
that
the
an
bus.
Irish thing?
I don't think so. That's more of a you guy.
Italians is two cheeks.
Is he kissing cheeks?
I thought he was the cheek.
I don't know AJ, is that something I did not think about?
I've never heard of this. That's the first time hearing of it.
I
It's true.
swear I thought Fitzgerald was the one that gives his players kisses on the cheek off the bus.
There is no public record, credible news report, or allegation involving former.
Who am I thinking of
kissing
then?
his players. I don't know, but not fit. They're complete opposite.
If you search it as kiss his players, yeah, that's one thing.
That's what you just said. Literally kissing cheeks. I don't know if that's his thing. I think it's an old school. Maybe it was Rich Rodriguez kissing everybody's cheeks. Maybe that was West Virginia's Rich
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
you search a couple things. You definitely can't do that.
No, yeah, of course not. A lot. But by the way, he was, I believe, right? Completely vindicated.
I believe so.
Yes, completely.
Completely. So, nonetheless, we will find out. It wasn't Rich Rodriguez kissing cheeks either, just so we know that. But I don't think Fitz is doing it. Maybe. I mean, that might be a welcome to the place. But maybe Michigan State goes on a run.
I'm not going to be on the record for any of that conversation, but
you're certainly here, dude.
But I would like to be on the record with saying the culture is going to change in Michigan State.
Tom Herman kisses cheeks.
There it is.
That's
we were close.
Isn't he?
He kisses cheeks.
He
welcomes everybody onto the bus, onto the team, and says, "Welcome to the family." All right, so let's get excited for August 12th.
Yeah, we got a song coming out too.
When?
August 28th. We're going to be releasing a song called "Devil Gonna Try."
I like it.
I like that.
Yeah.
When'd you write it?
I wrote that. It's been the last couple. I've been writing songs kind of through this whole journey. So the next album will feature a lot of what we've been through the last couple of years. So yeah, we're going to get that started. It'll be releasing in a month. So
come on, man. I'm pumped for you.
Thank you.
Great place to write from.
Yeah.
Stage 4 colon cancer.
Yeah. There's some demons.
Yeah, I can imagine. And the devil.
Yeah, he tried, man.
Yes, he did. And guess what?
He's going to try.
Not today. Not any of these days.
That's right.
Proud of you, dude.
Appreciate you, brother.
Dan, you killed it up there, man. Absolutely killed it. You guys crushed that. Yep. Obviously, incredible talents. Can't wait for the world to learn more about that. AJ, great work this week, man. Good tan, good haircut.
Good work, Hawker.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Tone, way to go. How about us last night?
How about us?
80-plus quarterback rush yards, plus points in the game. Hitting at minus 165. People are knocking us for the amount of who cares.
I don't care.
We won a responsible amount last night on the Hall of Fame game. Good work, Tone.
Good work
to go.
for you.
Good job, Tony.
Undefeated on the season.
Toxic Table, this version of it. Great work today at Boston Connor and Bud.
Hey,
Baby
you too, man.
Connor.
Great work.
Whoa.
What'd he say?
Not you.
Did you not? You actually did not hear it?
And
That's
to
what
bone.
I'm talking about with your ears.
Bone.
He's just had the.
You don't want to know your shit, dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
He just had ee
What did he say?
the whole day.
It is on.
It is on. Yeah, well, he can't hear anything. Well, he can hear it, but he never listens, you know? He hears it's
All of that.
He's not flushing toilets, too.
No. Oh, no.
What?
We're not getting into that.
Yeah.
I'm vindicated on
Yeah.
that crime.
You're exonerated.
The mad
Exonerate, whatever it
shitter?
is.
Feels like
Yeah.
that one was solved.
We had a poop explosion. Did you hear about this, Trago?
I saw your story last night, and I could fill in the blanks, from there.
Which one? Who did you vote guilty or not guilty for?
My guy here.
You were in the 86.
He was guilty?
He's guilty, yeah.
Yeah, it was really, it turned, as soon as I added the photo of Bone up there, people were unvoting on
This isn't
Talk.
a laughing matter,
But
by
also
the way.
the slander you guys had yesterday about me on the show.
Slander?
Yeah.
Talk is sitting currently at 60-40. Bone currently at 84-16.
Boom, guilty.
And if we were
No.
over 6,000 votes.
That's crazy.
Okay.
There was a third shooter.
Well, that's the thing. There was somebody on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
That was not a part of the. I do believe, just from my personal belief, I am not judge, jury, executioner.
Sure.
Okay. But the.
What is?
It's
not funny.
Thorough investigation.
This is not funny.
It was a
It's
very
disgusting.
thorough investigation, especially when, there is multiple people using the bathrooms on a regular basis here at the Thunderdome. We have plenty of bathrooms. There's a bathroom back there. There's a bathroom up there. There's a bathroom down here. There's bathrooms over here. But, this amount of people in one building, there's going to be a sharing of space. That does happen in some spots. And yesterday, Connor went in there trying to go ahead and let something out, They were barking in there. He opens, I guess, your preferred stall. I'm not 100% sure. I've learned about a lot of people's preferred dumping locations over the last 24 hours, I will say.
And I don't have one. I'm usually just like, which one looks the best today?
Okay, I like that. Connor opens stall 3, which could be labeled stall 2 if you start counting from the other end. Okay? We had to take all that into account.
Wouldn't make any sense, but that's
Stall 3, though. Connor opens stall 3. And he's just on his phone going to take a dump. He looks down. I guess the most vicious diarrhea poop sitting there.
The grossest. We have a new mayor of Butt Piss City. The grossest, most disgusting poop you've ever seen in your life. Can't even see toilet paper if they used any. Who knows what this animal pig did. But yeah, just sitting there in the water.
So Connor comes out. I guess I'm on a call with somebody doing something. I did not see the initial full on. Connor comes out. I don't even know if Connor completed dump or just came out immediately. Connor, a little bit of a rampage. Connor saying, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. But whoever did that in stall 3 of insert name of room needs to be fired or something along.
I will find you and I will kill you is what I said.
Okay. All right. So it was even deeper than that. I come walking out 15 minutes later maybe. And I go to we have like a little bar area.
Just standing there.
And I'm just standing there. I'm trying to figure out, what to do next, what we got going on. And Talk looks at me, okay? And he goes, hey, we think it might be Tim in the pooping situation.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, I have no idea what's going on.
Talk out of nowhere.
Talk has headphone on with other headphone off, AirPod in one ear. He's doing this, yells across to me. He's like, I'd say 10 yards away from me, okay, across a lot of humans. I get, hey, we think it might be Tim with the pooping situation. And everybody knows that when it comes to pooping, it's either Ty or Talk. Like, Talk will explode a toilet. Like, that is actually one of his traits. So all I saw was I saw Tim Robinson in the hot dog, with the van, literally him saying, hey, I think we got to find the guy who did this, with the car crash, the hot dog mobile, Wienermobile crash. I'm like, oh, there's a poop situation. It's definitely you, Talk. So then I text my dad. Okay, I set my dad up with a text, like kind of nonchalant text. He responds back, I always use handicap stall and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, so Tim's out on this, wouldn't even know the entirety. And then it opens an entire investigation into who poops in stall 3 in that particular bathroom. Well, we got security footage because that bathroom is near the front entrance. So people had to walk down a hallway to go to that bathroom. Don't see them going into the bathroom. Could kind of hang out in the corner of the hallway with where the camera is, so what we see. So then we started Guess Who game. Who was where, when. Got down to like 3-4 guys. And it got hot in here last night with everybody defending their stance of not being the disgusting shit layers.
I had to remove myself.
Connor got so mad he left the building.
He did. Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Someone unclogged the toilet. Did someone? Was it clogged? Or they
It
just
was
not
not.
flushed?
No, it was not clogged. It was just.
It was not clogged. Just non-flush.
Just non-flush,
What
dude.
happened?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Well, Connor was very upset. And I'm going to let you know, I was laughing, crying tears of laughter through this entire thing. I mean, just such a serious conversation was happening about
Why
that.
would they leave it? Why would you ever leave it? If it's
They're a
not
fucking piece of shit.
Well, it was actually liquid at that particular case.
Yeah.
But I think, it did lead to a bigger conversation about how you do anything is how you do everything. And is the culture that we have around here a good one if we have somebody doing that to us? So then there's a chance maybe it was outside shitter comes in. There was maybe a delivery and all that.
Yeah.
But I think we got to the answer. I think we all kind of know what happened. And I don't know if it'll ever come out public, but I would like to say D-Bone was never seen going into that bathroom yesterday. So even though he looked wildly guilty, and still does.
Yeah, still very much does.
And he ate terribly the night before, so liquid poop would make
He
more
was never
sense.
found on the footage. So unless
By the way, there's
Tom cruised in to that bathroom, he never walked down the hallway to get to there. So he has actually been exonerated. Talk was so proud that he was the first stall guy.
He also said he flushes 20 times, which made him seem more guilty because it's like, dude, you keep saying you flush the toilet 20 times, but you don't flush it 20 times.
But Talk said that because of how disgusting his poops are, he wipes so much. So he said my last flushes it's just toilet paper getting flushed in it.
Yeah.
Which made me immediately think, great.
Yeah,
Our pipes are about to fucking explode because of what this guy, 15 white flushes every poop. This guy's pooping 4 times. It's
awful.
Did you see the salmonella outbreak yesterday and what it's tied to?
What's it tied to?
Jalapenos.
We saw the footage. I don't know.
This guy came in the back door potentially.
He was exonerated by the camera. It is true.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't put it past him to, like I said, poop in a bag in one bathroom and then crawl over through the vents and just dump it into that other bathroom.
There's a chance he did that. There's a chance he did that. We had a full. I'm
They're
telling
big
you,
vents.
hour 10 minutes, just full on.
And we still aren't. We don't have like a sure answer.
No, we don't have any. Nobody has admitted to it.
Which makes it worse. Which makes it
now
even
they're not
more
going.
cowardly and disgusting.
Connor's talking directly to the person that he thinks did it.
No, I don't even have a suspect. I mean, there's the 4 that went into the bathroom, and so it's just like, hey, at this point, just say it. Like, what's gonna happen? But that was my whole problem from the fucking beginning, dude. I'm gonna get fired up again if we do this.
Can I just say the new age to get a colonoscopy is 45. So 45.
I thought it was 40.
Younger, it should be younger.
Should be younger.
Should be younger.
Sounds like
Yeah.
in here we might need to drop the age a little bit.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
for everyone
everyone,
to
by
get
the
that
way.
out there.
Hey, that's a great message actually for this
If
exact
you wanted to segue into colon
Thank
cancer,
you, Trago.
here we are.
I've had one already. It's
How do we
very
resolve?
easy. It's painless. You don't even know what happened.
Great. You're
Get your
asleep.
colonoscopy.
You're asleep. It's great.
Okay, let's all do that. Especially whoever did what they did to that toilet.
Yeah.
We should have a health day in here where we bring in the doctors and they do all it.
Yeah.
Oh, a physical.
Presidential Fitness Day or something.
Yeah, there you go.
AJ's connection's unstable. Maybe it was him. All right. We don't know. The last time we had a urine problem, remember downtown?
Well, that was
Yeah.
AJ peeing on the ground, right?
Or the person who left with the.
That was
him.
it was definitely him. Forgot about that.
This is what I saw yesterday as soon as I was at that thing, by the way. We think it was Tim.
That was
With the poop situation.
Yeah.
There goes Hawk.
He's disgusted.
So am I.
Be a friend. Connor, I appreciate you being upset about the culture, basically.
I mean, just the whole thing. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we appreciate all of you. We hope all of you have the greatest weekend of all time. August 12th. Keep showing up. Year of the Buffalo lead singer Jacob Trago's story. But battling and conquering and showing up.
Let's go. We did it, guys.
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. We're in this thing together. Any final things to say, Trago?
Have a great day. Mom. Hi, Mom.
Was that for me too? Or
For everybody.
Everybody have a great day?
And then hi, Mom.
Okay,
Hi, Mom.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to go from the top there? Or you like what?
Hey, Mom.
And?
Have a great day.
Love that.
Just your mom again.
Keep showing up, guys. Let's go.
There it is.
There it is.
There
That's
it is.
fun. I get it now.
Yeah. That was
Hey, keep showing up.
Yeah, there it is. That's what we were looking for. But on that note, thank you for showing up.
Appreciate you.
Team on me, team on three for the good of sport, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Team.
Goodbye.